Ooh. Stepparu, what are you doing in here? Nice to see you, man. How you doing? You all good? Yep. Yep. How's things? How's everyone? Wait, is Genocide here? Wait, what? Why is Genocide being mentioned? I mean, I'm not gonna complain, but yeah. Let me know if sound and everything's good. All that sort of thing. Yeah. She was showing? She? Oh, he? Oh, you mean Genocide? Oh, really? Didn't know that. But yeah, it seems that in 14 minutes time, I've got to point this way. 14 minutes time, there's going to be a special Japan-only live stream featuring the voice actors for Female Rover, Cartethiya, and Cantarella. And yeah, I'm good, by the way, guys. Thank you very much for asking. I see Stepper in here. Guys, I don't know about you. I thought it was pretty interesting. I thought it was pretty interesting and pretty funny that if you look at the voice actors for... This is the voice actor for Cartethiya. And this is the voice actor for Cantarella, right? On these pictures alone, I would have thought that they would have been the reverse, you know? Like, I thought this would have been Cantarella, because he's got more like a Cantarella-ish vibe going on. And this would have been the voice actor for Cartethiya. Is it just me or no? Yeah. So, I thought that was pretty funny. Will I be live translating? Of course I will. Of course I will. Of course I will. I mean, there are going to be parts where there's going to be no point in translating, like where sometimes they do like line reads from the game where they voice, they do line reads from their characters in the game, and I'm not going to bother like translating those because really, what's the point? But when it comes to like what the questions are, what Matsuzawa Neki over here, the absolute, she's gorgeous. I think this woman's gorgeous, very much my type. But putting that aside, when Matsuzawa Neki is the MC, the host of this particular live stream, and she's going to be asking the other voice actors, and also Sliplerzetsu here. Sliplerzetsu is one of the bigger Wuthering Waves main streamers, content creators in Japan. And she's going to ask questions for these four here. I'm going to translate what the questions are, and then I'm also going to translate what their answers are as well. So yeah, to go through who the guests are here, like I said, we've got, well, not guests, the host is going to be Matsuzawa Neki. You might have seen her. She is all over. She often does these kinds of live streams for all sorts of games. Okay, she's done it for Wuthering Waves before. She's also done it for Xenophon Zero. And she's done, I think she's done some for PGR and just a bunch of others. She's always a very busy woman. And then Sliplerzetsu, like I said, I just mentioned, he's a big content creator in Japan. I was actually really surprised that he was on this list, I'll be honest. Then after that, we've got, for Female Rover, we've got Tanaka-san. Tanaka, is it Miumi? I think it's Miumi. I can't remember. But her name's Tanaka here. And then here for and that's the voice actor for Female Rover. Then you got the voice actor for Cartethiya. You got Asakawa Yu. Again, looking, I don't know why, she kind of reminds me of Gact. Is it just me? She kind of got like a Gact, like an old school Gact type look going to her. Great, amazing. And then last one up here, we got the voice actor for Cantarella, which is Nakahara Mayu. So, is it Minami? I thought it was okay, Minami. I'll take it up. Yeah. Fololo. Yeah, I completely forgot because, guys, I'll be honest. For the past few days, I've been working on a video that is, I don't know how to say this. It's going to be very difficult to make because it's going to be a mature, I mean mature is like a civil, mature adult, like adults having conversations. It's going to be a mature conversation about stuff that very often gets dragged into being into a very immature conversation. Namely about, I don't know if I want to say it now because I don't want to have the conversation right now. I'm not going to have the conversation right now. I'm just going to tell you what the video is going to be about. The video is going to be about gacha gamer demographics, like a male, female, that sort of thing. The role necessity, or whatever you want to call it, of male characters in these games. Yep. And also the role, amount, and level of fan service in these games as well. I'm going to be talking about this as civil and as mature, like reasonable as possible. But we all know there's going to be a lot of people in this conversation that are just going to jump in and be brain dead gooners going, no. I'm like, that's the video is not for them. I just want to, there's the gooner content in gacha games. Yeah, and the thing is, I'm never gonna argue that it shouldn't happen. I'm not, like, at all. I think there's a limit, like, well, depending on the game, but yeah, I want to have like a conversation, like an actual deep dive to like dispel a lot of myths out there. Because there's always like, oh, gacha gamers want this, or gacha gamers don't want that. I'm like, really? Are you sure? So I just want to like actually look at the facts of the situation, the actual numbers, and like the history of gacha, like that sort of thing. And I just want to have that conversation, you know? I'm gonna it's gonna be a difficult conversation because we all know there are annoying, obnoxious people on both sides of this conversation, right? There are the people on one side that are just like, no, I hate dudes, no, or like if they say, oh yeah, more dudes, it'll give me more time to save. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then there's also the other ones that are like really obnoxiously, annoyingly loud and about like the over-sexualization of women and stuff like that. So I'm like going to be going after both, to be honest. You think it doesn't matter at all? I'm not sure if that's true, Zodrak. From what I've seen, from the numbers I've seen, I think it does matter. And again, it depends. It depends on the game, doesn't it? So, like I said, I'm working on that video. I've been working on it all day, really. And yeah, like I said, my personal opinion is like, what I hate most is that I am very much in the camp of like, I would like to have more male characters, right? But then when I say that, I get lumped in with that other fringe side that are really obnoxiously loud about it, you know? Like, I bring it up once every other patch or something. Like, I'm not one of those like people that are like harping on it all the times. Like, I bring it up every now and then, but then I automatically get lumped in with those. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not me. But I do think it's a conversation that needs to be had, and hopefully it can be a rational, reasonable, thought-provoking conversation, an actual conversation, not just people shouting at each other, you know? So that's my opinion. I think it has more to do with what game pushes. Wuthering Waves specifically pushes more women characters, makes them waifu bait. Some other games are more neutral, and lads is, you know... I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get into it in the video. What is this live stream for exactly? Basically, we're going to be going through, well, if the other previous live streams are anything to go by, we're going to be looking at the 2.2 update, and we're going to have like little small interviews with the voice actors for, for Female Rover, and the voice actors for Cartethiya and Cantarella. So, damn, I've got hiccups now. I just ate dinner like 10 minutes ago. And then there's also going to be like some line reads, and maybe there might be some events in there, a bit of gameplay here, that sort of thing, and all that good stuff. Speaking of interviews with the JP, with the Japanese voice actors, I have been meaning to make this video for a long time, right? You guys know that I have this, right? I have this special edition, like Wuthering Waves special edition of Pash magazine for the 2.2 2.1, and in the back here they have a lot of interviews with the voice actors, specifically the voice actors for. Let me just go through here so I get the order correctly. The voice actors for Brant. Yep, the voice actors for Brant. The voice actor for Rochia. Rokoko in the Japanese name. The voice actor for Phoebe. The voice actor for Carlotta, and also the voice actor for Zani. And like I mentioned before, the one for Zani, like this is like the other voice actor. One second. The voice actors for the other ones like kind of short here, but Zani had like a full half page. She was talkative, and I have managed to translate everything in there. So I need to make that video. I've been putting it off because there's always been something else that's come up, and I don't want to do like a double uploads, you know. So I do have interviews for basically all of the Reinstated cast, basically. And do you like the English voices film? I'm glad you brought that up. Okay. Nothing has been confirmed, and no dates or anything have been set so far, but I can tell you that I have been in the DMs for the voice actors for 2 English voice actors in the recent update, and I'm setting up interviews with both of them. I've given them the questions. They're taking them to Kuro to get the okay. They think that the questions will be fine, but they still need to get the okay first so they don't get in trouble. And then once I get the okay from there, I'm going to set up the interviews for the voice actors for... I don't even know if I want to say which ones they are, because I don't want to put them on the spot. If anything falls through, I don't want to put them on the spot, and I don't want to look like an idiot. But I'm just going to say I am in talks, and they seem enthusiastic. They're very interested in having interviews. They just need to get the okay, the go-ahead first, and then we'll get that. But I'll also have that for you as well, which should be pretty cool. So I've got 2 interviews with the English voice actors. I've got, not my interviews, but I've got the interviews for all the 2.0 voice actors here. And we're going to be looking at the, well, I'm guessing they're going to have a bit of an interview section in this live stream here for the voice actors of, like I said, Female Rover, Cartethiya, and also Cantarella. So, interviews abound, guys. There's going to be a lot of interviews here. Yep. So, that's the thing. I don't mind women being sexually attractive. Of course, I love hot women. I completely agree. But I don't like how they're always portrayed as possible love interests. Male characters are not treated this way. Yeah. One every now and then, like this is my personal headcanon. Maybe you guys can like disagree with me. My personal headcanon so far is that I think that Shorekeeper is probably the canonical actual wife of Rover, Male Rover specifically. So like having them have their moments and such, I don't mind that, not too much. But we've seen that it happens with basically every character. I'm going to say what I said before. Like, I like the dynamic from CBT1 where not every character instantly loved the Rover, but that's just my opinion. I like to have people that are a bit on edge, a bit on guard at first, as people are in real life, because for me, that makes them a little bit more realistic, especially in this landscape of things. So I would like them to start off being a little bit guarded and then slowly warm up to us. Yeah, and then become more friendly, and then possibly become a love interest as well. I like to see that change, that gradual change of us earning their affection rather than us just being given it. You know, that's just my personal opinion. That's how I prefer it. But some people just like to have power fantasies of like they want to be given everything right off the bat with no real effort put in. I'm like, all right, if you say so. I mean, I don't think this game really lends itself to that, but we'll see. Right, the live stream should be starting soon. Wait. Okay, let's just turn this off. Okay. Right. So, I'm gonna. Oh, I have to refresh. Turn it up.
でしょうか。もうすでに遊んでいらっしゃる方ももちろん、まだの方ももちろん、今夜は特別ゲストの皆様と一緒に盛り上がってまいりましょう。それでは早速ゲストの皆様をご紹介いたします。まずはカルテジア役のこの方です。
This is Cartethiya.
こうしてただあなたを見つめているのもなかなか悪くありませんね。
皆さんこんばんは。カルテジア役の浅川優です。よろしくお願いいたします。
一気に初めてお会いした時のことを思い出しまして、さあ続いてまいりましょう。女漂白者役この方です。
目の前に広がる果てしない海。旅はまだまだ終わらない。
皆さんこんにちは。女漂白者役の田中みなみです。よろしくお願いします。かっこいい。
Yeah, sorry about the.
ドキドキ。
さあ続いてはカンタレラ役この方です。
This is Cantarella.
サリア家の現当主、毒薬のカンタレラよ。毒か、それとも薬か、すべては使い方次第。
How about now?
大丈夫よ。あなたが私の海域にやってきたとき、水面に浮かぶ波がすべてを教えてくれたわ。皆さんこんばんは。カンタレラ役だからまいです。よろしくお願いします。
So starting off with line reads. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I didn't want to have it too low, you know.
さあここから本日、漂白者代表と申しますか、この方にもお越しいただきました。
Okay.
どうも皆さんこんばんは。スリップラー絶だぞ。
Okay, this is Sliplerzetsu. And he's like playing the role of like the average rover player. Because, like I said,
ネタがないです。
yeah. He's saying he tried to make a joke, but it's not really that funny. That's what he said.
リリースからずっと
Saying you've been playing since release.
満を持してはい。
そうですね。そのリリース日からずっとね、名称は楽しませてもらってますけども。
Been playing since the start, since day
本
one.
当に楽しいゲームで、ストーリー
It's a very fun game. The story and the combat and the characters are really good.
好きで楽しくやってたらね、こんな素晴らしい場にちょっと呼んでいただいて。
And he's really happy to be invited for this.
皆さんの思いの丈をぶつけるだけぶつけて、ありがとうございますということをぶつけていきたいと思います。
Yeah.
ファン代表。
He really wants to like say thank you for being here. He's like very nervous as well.
リハの時もっとなんかあれ緊張してますか？
あと5分待ってください。
わかりました。
5分で
まだ始まったばっかり。
ちょっと番組概要としてます。はい。本日の配信はですね、キャストの皆様そしてね、絶賛配信者の方をお迎えしてアフレコ企画であったり、あとは実際にこのバージョン 2.2 をプレイしていただくコーナーなど盛りだくさんの内容でお届けいたしますので、
So there's a lot of stuff to like talk about today. Basically, that's all it
バー
was.
ジョン 2.2 皆様もうプレイされましたでしょうか？今
Has everyone been playing 2.2?
ねいらっしゃるかもしれません。ちなみにこうね田中さんはプレイヤーでもいらして、
あ、そうなんです。私もリリース日から楽しませていただいて、
So Female Rover has been playing since day one.
クリアさせていただきました。
And she's also cleared everything.
し、やっぱ感動するし、やっぱこうどんどん最初から追いかけていくと、本当に映像パートっていうんですか。
Okay, so about the cutscene part here.
アフレコ実際にさせてもらったパートがどんどん戦闘が激しくなってって、
And that the combat is getting a lot more difficult and the cutscenes are really good.
気持ちいいですよね、絶さん。
Oh, why is it? Don't do that. Yeah, the combat is really. It feels good to play. Is what she said. And she's like, isn't that right, Zetsu? And she's like, he's like, yeah. He's very nervous right now.
もうバトルも爽快で楽しませてもらってます。
確かに本当に配信者さんとしてはね毎晩行われてたとしても、番組そのものって初めてですね。
そうなんですよ。
Yes, your first time being in one of these live broadcasts. He's like, yeah, like he live streams almost every night. But it's his first time being on one of these types of official events.
しかし本当に今回なんかまたいい RPG していたなというか、ね、皆さん多分 例のカーテンとか通りましたね。
今もう松田さんの後ろに
ね、そうそうそう。
Oh, it's talking about a curtain?
ありますよね。
ね、なんかこの
I think that's a curtain from in the game as well.
とかそのお城もそうですけどね、景色の表情というか、
The expression of the environments is really beautiful and really good.
いたしました。
And they try to like recreate that from the game in their
ここか
background.
らですね、ちょっとまず今回視聴者参加企画というものがございまして、こちら、なんとフィサリアファミリーがスポンサーの抽選会というものがございます。
Okay, so Phasalia family sponsor
視
here.
聴者の皆様にプレゼント企画ございます。
So this is saying the Phasalia family sponsored this section. Basically, it's just like an online event that if you send out a tweet and you are followed to the official JP Wuthering Waves account and then send out a tweet with the Phasalia Tokubetsu Haishin, like special broadcast with like a comment in there, then you can get entered into this particular like, draw, if you want to say that. I should do that as well. I should do that as well. Hang on. No, hang on. Go away. Okay. I'm going to send a tweet out right now. Everything she's saying right now is basically just everything that I'm saying right now.
ちょっとメッセージをね。
これは僕たちも間に合うんですか。
はい、もちろん。
今やれば間に合うかも。
9時何時までとかね。
はい、そうです。こちら締め切り21時までとなっておりますので、ぜひもう
早速、
すごいね、
Okay.
寄せ書き色紙欲しいとか、そうあとまあ本当に21時までこれからね結構たっぷりいろいろ遊んでいくので、もう皆さん一緒に盛り上がって、その上でなんとプレゼントももらえちゃうという、はい、いいことしかないこのキャンペーンでございます。
豪華ですね。
She's not saying anything right now. I'm just sending out a tweet.
話ありがとう
Not
ござい
really.
ます。
She's saying make sure you all do that.
ありがとうございます。
ですのでぜひね皆さん盛り上がってまいりましょう。しかしここまでプレイされてるとゼツさんなんか前回はねちょっとこうカルロッタちゃんいてモンテリファミリーに惹かれつつ、今回はやっぱりフィサリアファミリー。
いややっぱり仕方ないですよね。
So talking about like first we played and we traveled through the story with the Carlotta with the Montelli family, and now we're traveling with the Phasalia family.
そんなことない。
And what about that? It's like, well, it really can't be
い
helped.
ます。
And the
一つぐらいします。
voice actor for Cantarella is saying, please follow the Phasalias for forever.
早速そんな流れです。
I also just noticed that he's holding the sword. Did you guys notice that he's holding the
待
sword?
ちに待ったフレココーナーですが、ゼツさん。
Okay, so this girl in the middle here, not middle, on the left is the voice actor for Female Rover. The one in the middle is the voice actor for Cantarella, and the one on the right is the voice actor for Cartethiya. Yeah, this sword looks really cool.
これは俺の力だ。影に溶ける。
すごい。
増田さんすいません。
Who's woman in glasses? She's really pretty. I agree. She's the host. That's Matsuzawa Neki. She hosts a lot of these kinds of live streams for like game events.
ティルフォングですね。最初が自らの力
Is Zetsu an official Kuru CC or what? I think he is, and he always gets invited. No, this is his first ever.
やっと来ましたね。はじめまして。私はカルテチアです。あなたのお名前は？
カンタレラ・フィサリアよ。
フィサリアファミリーの方でしたか。教団とは仲良くしているように見えましたが、本当は違ったらですね。視界に入る。聖女様がカルネバーレで演説される姿を遠くから拝見したことがあります。触ってもよろしいでしょうか。
喋った。ティルフォングが喋った。
喋るぞこの件。
Nice tattoo. That's rare.
どうやら私が誰の共鳴者なのか明らかになりましたね。私は採取の共鳴者ではなく、
結論を急ぐのは良くない。あなたが名式の共鳴者や手先である証明にはならない。
Basically, they were doing line reads between the Cartethiya VA, the Cartethiya VA, the Cantarella VA, and also Female Rover as well.
一 者すごい緊張して
一体ゼツさんは何なんですか？誰なんなん名称なんですか？
真面目に皆さんのね。
Okay, so what was going on there?
やってたんですけど。
He was trying to listen very seriously,
浅川さんはちょっと。
but
それが笑いの
Asuka, she
すい
was
ません。
cracking up and couldn't help. Basically, when one person starts laughing, they all start laughing. That happens a lot.
ちょっとオタク
確かに圧はあ
になっちゃっ。
りましてたね。
いやでもなんかカルテシアが嬉しそうで嬉しいっていうのはありますけどね。なんかね楽しそうというか。
うん
確かに確かに、
そうそう
もっとたくさん笑って生きていってほしいなって思う。
Yeah.
今回大変だったから
そうですね。はい。
So
ありがとうございます。
ねといったこちらなんですけれども、まあもしかしたらね、こ
Okay.
んな表情もあったかもしれないなというね、ちょっとワンシーンの再現をさせていただきましたが、実は本当に好きだからね、この作品がね。
yeah, so things like Zetsu really likes this game, and he's like, yeah, I absolutely do. It's a very important story, important scene.
関わってないんですけど、その高校になんかすごい幸せな気持ちです。
そうかもう現場にねいたというね、そう
そうこうなるんですね。
うん
やっぱりこんな
確かに
声優さんの
そうです
ね
ね
生の演技を横で
You can't do captions, by the way. It's not
嫌
available.
だったかもしれない。
Disappointed Rover.
新しい発見です。
It's not available.
その場のね空気にね、そうちょっとなりました。
大丈夫ですかね。
But even still, even though like the laughing in here is still, it was still funny. It was still good.
あでもすごいやっぱ羨ましいぞっていうのがね、あとトレンドにも入ってね、
Oh,
ね盛り上がってるみたい。
apparently, the
the
tag has gone into the top trending. I don't know how far,
そう
but
でこちらね、まあ本当素晴らしい、まあ本当唯一無二なねちょっと再現をしていただきましたが、実はこの剣ねなんと
talking about this sword here?
今度ですか、これからですね、どこからでまた手にされるかもしれないとの。
oh, it might be possible to get your hands on this sword sometime in the future.
すごい作りもしっかりしててかっこいい。
I'm not talking. If it means like the actual physical thing, or maybe in the games at some point in the future.
アップされちゃうされたらね、ちょっとやらないと。
ですね。
はい
いや
こんな感じの素晴らしいです。
皆さんでも応援してますって。
いや、良かったです。
ですので、じゃあこんな形でね、じゃあ続いての参りましょうか。ではちょっとじゃあ大切な剣なので。
Okay, it's a very important sword.
これにまた
い
So
ただいて
丁重に。
非
uh,
常に
hand it off so it doesn't get damaged.
いやはい。
Who is the guy? He's Sliplerzetsu. He's a YouTuber.
続いて
はいストリーマー
浅川さんにストーリーに沿って、はい、ちょっ
Okay.
とゲーム内のセリフのね、実演も
Okay, so now they're going to do some line reads from the actual story. Before they were just like playing around. This is them reading lines
また再び
from the game. And apparently Sliplerzetsu also has to read some lines.
大丈夫ですかね。
どんどんいろんな役を。
でも光栄なことですよ。やっぱり皆さんと共演みたいなことですよね。
共演です。
And being able to like, he's really happy to be able to like
共鳴だ。
共鳴で。
perform this along with everyone else.
参りましょう。VTR お願いいたします。
Still nervous though. So this is a live read, I think.
もう抑えきれないぞ。
Okay, so Sliplerzetsu is voicing Abby.
どうしてこんなことを。カルテジアもフルールドリスもこの世にいてはいけないはずなのに。
Oh. Oh my god.
あなたの願いは確かに受け取った。あとは任せて。
Well done. Well done. Oh my god, that caught me off guard.
ジェツさんいかがでした？
How was
で
it?
もね、
Um,
僕もこのシーン何回も見てるんです。
I've seen the scene many times before, but
ちょっとだけちょちょぎれましたけども。
もう
kind of
あの
kind of messed
本
up.
当にね、すごい大切なシーンで。
It's a very important scene,
カ
very
ルテジアがね、
はい
思ってるもうこれしかないっていう、
うん
ここを救うにはこれしかないっていう作戦があって。
like for Cartethiya, this is all she had. This is the only plan she had.
救い方はあると。
And then Rover is saying, no, there's another way.
斜め上を行っちゃう漂白者さんのね。
And then
魂
Rover goes off like that. It's a very important scene. And Rover was very cool there.
本当アフレコする時も本当ここはもう頼もしくかっこよくやってくださいって、はい、
Yeah.
言っていただい
And
て
then from now on, Rover puts himself as
救うぞっていう
someone
気持ちでやらせてもら
that can be
いま
really
した。
depended on.
そこで行くぞじゃなくて大丈夫っていう余裕な感じというか。
そうですね。
Like
あとはもう
the difference of
っていう
the way they dealt with the characters, like instead of saying,
ここはかっこいいし
I'm going to do it, it's more like she was, Rover was trying to put them at ease and say, it's okay. Like there's a difference
すご
there.
くあとは任せてが本当にこう熱く言ってるわけじゃないけど頼もしい。
Yeah.
でこう
And again, she's saying the same thing about how Rover was very dependable, like saying, just rely on me, and is very kind. And they really like that about Rover.
漂白者ってね、こう男女切り替えもできるんですけど、どちらでもいいんですよね、なんかね。
And she's talking about how you can change between genders here, like you can change from male rover to female rover, and both of them were just as great, just as good.
本当にかっこいいシーンでしたね。
A very, very cool scene.
皆さんもね、あ、
Zetsu, are you okay?
5回目ぐらいです。
Apparently, this is like at least fifth time
見てくれている。
he's like seen that scene at least.
さあそして続いてはちょっとここでカンタレラさんのお声もいただき
Okay, so now we're going to a Cantarella scene.
頑張ります。
お願いいたします。
Cantarella
さあ
scene.
それでは VTR の方お願いいたします。
Okay. Please do another Zetsu.
毒かそれとも薬か、すべては使い方次第。深海に誘いましょう。溢れ出す。
Yeah, her voice is really good.
静かに。溺れなさい。
Ooh, a bit of gruffness in there. I like that.
受け取りなさい。海のささやきを。
すごい。
ありがとうございます。
Yeah, there's a bit of gruffness, just a slight bit of gruffness in there, and that was good.
声が綺麗じゃないですか。
Yeah.
絵見てたら言っちゃいそうになりましたよね。あ、セリフがね。
Just something about how beautiful, well designed Cantarella the character is.
可愛い。だってねコメントも皆さん、あ、ご褒美ビンタとかあったように、本当にそう吸い込まれてしまうというか、本当にね、あちらにこう足を伸ばしてしまうというか、
Yep.
妖艶
です
で。
ね。さあゼツさんは
Okay,
いかがで
so
した
Zetsu. How was it, Zetsu?
やっぱカンタレラさんね、
And of course, the Cantarella is incredibly
美人で
beautiful,
もありやっぱりちょっと
She is
可愛らし
beautiful,
いチャー
but
ム
also has like a cuteness and a charm to her as well.
戦闘シーンではね、さっきのシーンとか
And also like with her combat scenes as well.
戦いを見せてくれる。
And she fights very beautifully.
まあしかもね、さっきのムービーとか
Like, as you saw
最初の
just there
2D のアニメーションから
with the 2D animation
してそこから 3D にまた
and
移
then
行したりする
changing into the
まあ今回
3D.
のね、ムービーの見どころかなとも思ってますんで。
Yeah, there's a lot of points to watch out for when watching the cutscenes there.
ですし、カンタレラさんのお顔アップになった時の目の周りのそのキラキラとか、
I'm talking about the makeup around her eyes as well. About how it's a lot of glitter around her eyes.
ラメがね、ラメはねすごい確かに配信とかですごい コメントでもそこがすごい
ラメの
Yeah, when he was like streaming that as well, there were a lot of comments pointing that out as well about the attention to detail with the glitter around the eyes.
あのシーンとかめちゃめちゃ可愛いですよね。
ですし、その戦闘でね、きっとまた使われると全身に表情があるから。
In the combat scenes as well, like there's a lot of expression, not just like in her face, but like in her entire body movements as well.
最強の状態で使
And like he's
ございます。
maxed her at S6, Secret 6, Resonance Chain 6, what do you want to call it?
日常的
Full.
に拝んでおります。
In Japanese, they don't have like an S, C, E, or whatever. They just use the same word, like kantotsu, which means fully maxed.
なので本当にもうどっちのファミリーを生き
Cantarella is really pretty, so as over here, I think they're all absolutely beautiful.
とかあるんですかね。
いやまた行ったり来たりするんじゃないかな。
Yeah, I think they're all gorgeous.
魅力的な方がたくさん出てまいりまして、そしてなんとハッシュタグフィサリア特別配信トレンド1位に。
What? Oh, so it seems like the trending. It's currently #1 trending right now.
ここまででまだゲーム内容そんなに触れてないのに。確かに。
It is #1 trending right now in Japan. Fisalia Tokubutsu Haishin, like the special broadcast. Again, it's still early days, but like currently #1 in Japan right now on Twitter trending.
お声もいただいたところで、ここからバージョン 2.2 でのキャラクター触れてまいりましょう。さあまずはね、浅川さん、カルテジアって最初どういった印象ありました？
最初
Talking about Cartethiya, what was your first impression?
いやちょっとつかみどころがないなと思って、
It was difficult to get a grasp on her.
まあその聖女のような
Someone that's like a holy maiden.
絵を見た時点ではそのちょっと
But from looking at the
あ
picture,
ったんですけど、どうもこうつかみどころがなくって、最初の頃ってそのセリフに入るよりもやっぱりそのCM というかプロモーション的な収録だったりとかだったので、本当につかめないままっていうとちょっと無責任な聞こえ方しちゃう。
yeah, it was very difficult for her to get a grasp on like what to present with Cartethiya at first, just on images alone. Like she looked like a holy maiden, but also had these other parts to her as well.
自分がどういった存在なんだろうみたいな、だからすごくある種リンクしていたかもしれないです。
And also like that ties in. She's saying that also ties in with her as a character. Like she doesn't know who she is, which kind of plays in.
子供のような
She has like a childishness or cuteness to it, but not just that.
きちんと見てるような感じもありますし、でもまあ実は素朴な子だったりとか、普通の家庭の生まれだったりとか、でもその何かあると立ち向かっていくっていう勇気もあるし、本当になんか
Like if there's something that she sees, she has like she's a character that has the courage to go ahead and face it.
その騎士団に入りたかったんでしたっけ？なんか憧れが。
Like even though she might seem like someone that like gets scared and like gets tries to run away, she's not like that. She actually does have the strength to face that. Like even though she looks like a child, she has the strength of an adult. Well, looks like a child, has like a childlike cuteness to her, but she has the strength of an adult there.
つかみどころがなかったですね。どうしようかなって。まあ
そこからじゃあね、きっと収録重ねて作り上げられていったのかなと。そう浅川さん、私もそのクールビューティーなイメージあったので、でもお声聞いて実際ストーリーもすごくしっくりきたので。
あ、よかったです。
Yeah.
可愛い。
可愛いですよね。
可愛い。
I think they're talking about her as a person right now. Oh, I know. They're talking about.
滝から落ちてキャーみたいな
Okay, so okay, Cartethiya, like she seems like someone that'd be like what's called cool beauty, like that someone always keeps her composure. But then in the gondola scene where they go through the gondola and she like gets thrust into Rover's chest, and then she gets all shy and embarrassed. That was like a nice gap in my way there. The waterfall scene, yeah.
いろいろ直してっていうすごい顔をしてグッてやる時の顔が最高に可愛くて。
Yeah, she really liked the face she made after like she was trying to like sort herself out, and then she was like trying to put like a strong face.
特に名調はこだわってて。
He's saying that Wuthering Waves has a specific focus on the characters' facial expressions and also the body movements as well, and he really likes that.
だから可 愛すぎるな、どうしようかなと思ったなどもあります。
可愛すぎます。
She was thinking that Cartethiya was a bit too cute.
めっちゃ可愛い子でした。
I'm still going to reiterate that I think the Cartethiya VA looks more like the Cantarella,
個人的に
and Cantarella looks more like Cartethiya, because like the Cartethiya VA also has like the glitter around her eyes as well. She's got more of the Cantarella
どんな
vibe.
方向になっても絶対
そうですよね。
あれ強いですね。
布が強い。布も強い。
ねそしてまあそんなね彼女とまあ今回ね、
Okay.
とても終始関わるストーリーとなりました漂白者田中さんね今回の
Talking about the story there, like from the point of the female
や
rover.
っぱりどんどんその彼女も成長している部分、彼女
Talking
も
about how like, the female rover has like progressively growing throughout the story.
わからないっていうのもだんだんこういろいろみんな仲間と触れ合っていくうちに
There's some parts where Rover doesn't know exactly what to do, but is surrounded by companions and friends that help them to go on the adventure and
助けるっていうのが
to save what needs to be saved.
と言いますか、すごく私もはい漂白者と一緒に頑張れっていう応援したい気持ちになりましたし、
Like even as the voice actor, she feels like she wants to support the rover.
そうなんですけど、
はい
And female rover is very cool and very beautiful here.
すごいイケメンだなって。
わかりま
But
す
it also has like a handsomeness to them as well. Even though she's a female, she still has like a handsomeness to
じゃ
them.
ないかなと思い
Well,
ます。
both male and female rover are both handsome.
ところありますね。あと本当に今回ねじゃあカルテジアと向かい合ってちょっとこう漂白者としてはもちろんまあ個人としてのねなんか表情というかねその先ほどのデートみたいな、
はい。
あれはやっぱりね今回すごく良かった。
Saying that the scenes between Rover and Cartethiya were a bit of like a date scene. That's what Matsuzawa Neki just said.
そうなんです。初めてで、はいリリース前の方からアフレコとかボイス収録はさせてもらってはいたんですけど、こうしてやっと稼働ができてめちゃくちゃ嬉しいです。
ありがとうございます。
She's really happy to be able to voice the female rover.
中原さんいかがでしょう。
そうですね。カンタレラはフィサリア当主な現当主なんですけど、
Cartethiya is the head of the Fisalia family.
ビジュアルが可愛いし、
The visuals are very cute.
クラゲ？
はい。
今
It
日
has
スタジオもいっぱい
the style of a jellyfish.
おかしこに
ね、そう見えるからみんなちょっとちっちゃいんだけどね、クラゲがねいるんだよね。そう。
And then some jellyfish.
がすごい可愛い
Oh,
な。
there it is.
はい。
Jellyfish in the orb there. It's pretty cool.
なんかこういうクラゲみたいにふわふわ漂ってるイメージなのかなって最初出てきた時は、なんかつかみどころがないというか、謎のお姉さんだったね。ストーリーがこう
She's a very mysterious onesan, like an older
ものが
woman.
見えてくるっていう感じのキャラクターになってますね。
いい人でしたよね。
いい人ですね。
And she's a very good person. Turns out to be a very good
って
person.
思いながらも、さあではゼツさんいかがでしょう。
はい
What do you think, Zetsu?
ね、皆さんキャラクター、ね、めちゃくちゃいいキャラクターで、
All the characters are
カンタレ
fantastic.
ラさんのことちょっと話されてましたけど、
And just as
や
Cantarella
っぱりあまりこう
VA
前
said
評判がいいキャラクターではなかった
なんんかち
ですよね。
ょっとあれ悪い人かなみたいな。
Yeah, like at first we weren't sure who Cantarella was. We thought that they might be a bad character, but
とかあとキャラクターのストーリー。
but after going through the story and then going through the character story, and after going through both those,
真逆の
and she seems to be completely different to what we initially thought Cantarella was going to be.
自分をちょっとね捨ててでも人のために動こうかなっていう献身的な姿とかを見て、そのストーリー終わった後に、マジで幸せになってくれって自分が幸せになってくれ
After doing all the story as well, he really wants Cantarella to be happy as well.
ね、漂白者と
Like she's done everything for everyone around her.
カルテジアも
When he was playing, he wanted Cantarella to also find happiness in her life as
状
well.
態から2人で一緒に探索しながら、記憶が取り戻されていくんですけど、まあその中で不安なところをちょっと漂白者がサポートしたりとか。
And the parts where she's nervous or unsure about stuff, she can rely on the rover for that.
でちょっとクライマックスシーンでそのいい関係があったからこそ辛い出来事があるみたいな。
In the climactic scene, because they have a great relationship, a great connection, it leads to like even further.
本当に今幸せになってほしい。本当おっしゃる
What's the
通り
word?
でしたけど。
Tsurai.
でもお声入れると 時ってやっぱじゃあ
strong feelings, I guess?
こうして
Like harsh feelings?
珍しいというか。
そうですね。年長でこうしてお会いするのは本当に初めてですよね。
初めて。ようやくじゃあ
一人でやってます。
ね、共有できるものがちょっといろいろありそうですね。
はい、嬉しい。
ありがとうございます。まあちょっとこれからもね、皆さんどうなるのか楽しみなねキャラクターでして、
and how things are going to progress from here on is something we have to look forward
お時
to.
間がやってまいりましたね。ゼツさんも今回来てくださっているということで、ここからは実際にプレイしながら成長を楽しんでまいりましょう。
So we're going into an actual gameplay section.
ではゲーム画面見ながらね、早速ではプレイしてまいりますが、ではまずゼツさん、じゃあご準備の方よろしいでしょうか。
はい。
They're going to have Zetsu play.
さんがプレイしてくださるんですか？
もうそのために彼は。
そのためにしか呼ばない。
あれ？アブのためじゃない。ティルフォームのためじゃない。
You're watching from Japan? You're welcome.
本当ね。
私も日本に住んでますよ。もちろん。フリスクさん。
ちょっとお手本を見させてもらいます。
ようやくここでね、満を持して。
30% ぐらいの力で。
How far is that monitor? I hope the monitor is large. Is it 2.3 live stream? No, it's a 2.2 live stream, dude.
早速もう
Fleur-de-Lis is an absolute babe.
まあこちらはですね、まあちょっとストーリーたしなまれた方はご存知かもしれませんが、まあ聖女ですね。
Just have to get that out there.
神に選ばれた器で彼女の誕生は綿密に仕組まれた。
Yeah, you're all like boobs. I just love that face. That face, that facial expression, the height, the size.
その手に握る剣は運命の
こんにちは。
仕切るであろうといった、まあこれをちょっとネタバレとか考えるとどこまでお伝えしていいかわかりませんが、とりあえず今回の主人公ね、まあ漂白者我々が立ち向かう相手となっております。
I'm guessing what they're doing now is they're going to be playing the weekly boss against Fleur-de-Lis. Yeah.
どこだどこだ。
Playing as Female Rover.
大丈夫ですかね。
はい。はい。ここからですので、まだプレイしてる途中だなとか、ちょっと見たくないなという方はね、しばらく
reminds me of Eminence in Shadow for some reason.
で、ちょっとしたら戻ってきていただければ。
メインストーリーの部分なんで、
そうなんです。
気を失っていただいた方が都合がいいかと思います。
記憶をね、
ハッシュタグでツイートしておいてもらって。
確かにね。
お願いします。
待ってますみたいな。よろしいでしょうか。はい。
Solo Rover, yeah.
お願いいたします。では、
I think this is actually in the in the quest as well. That might be what it is. So we might see actual quest scene as well. Perhaps. Yeah, this is actual main story, like part of the quest. So we're going to be like, it's going to be using both Spectro, Havoc, and Arrow. Also PS5 controls, yes.
しっかりと流される。
Cartethiya and Fleur-de-Lis, the faces are good, but outfits. The outfits are terrible? Are you serious? I really like it. I love it.
このセリフなんです。このセリフなんですよ。
He says he really likes this particular
こ
line.
のセリフなんですよ。このゲーム。
もうここでいきなり。
これね。
ちょっとまあ
強いんですよ。
フルードリスはね、結構攻撃が見切りやすいです。あ、すみません。見切りやすいですね。
確かにこれ
I think what's happening is like I think Sliplerzetsu usually plays with mouse and keyboard, so I don't think he's used to playing with a PlayStation controller.
今の丸が見えた。黄色い丸が見えたらパニーをできるんです。
It's somewhat like explaining the parry system. Like once you see a yellow circle here, that's when you have to parry.
今適当にやったらね当たります。たまたまね。これもう一回いきます。
すごい回避が
He's getting hit.
嘘です。来ません。
私こんなにできなかったですもん。
うわすごい。今のに反応できる。
あ、これちなみにちなみにですね、これ
Oh, he's getting wrecked.
負け
Yeah, he's saying you can't lose. You can't actually die in this.
なんかマジです。
いやでも減ってますこれ。
でもめちゃくちゃ減ってますよ。私全然そうかすりもできなかった。なのになんでこんな今
って言ってしまうと本来はここまで戦えるイベントじゃない。
You used to mobile when you try PC. You're literate. Reverse.
私
その後来ます。
私 頑張ります。
ちょっとストーリ
あ、そこストーリーです。
ー、ちょっとストーリー見ましょ
ね、ここでねカルテチアが
逆らってなどいません。
めちゃくちゃいいシーン。
They're saying that they really like the scene.
対するわけにはいかない。
うわ、なんかこれ私思春期の時にやりたかった。
どういうことですか？
結構もういい大人で、それでもすごい
局面を変えることくらいできる。
いやもう鬼刺され
だから他人がどう評価しようと
う。これ奥に歩いていくと、
伝わる人に伝われば
歩いていくと
あ
それでいいんじゃない。
奥に歩いていくの、
はい
そうだそうだ
私の気持ちは初めから一つです。
これここまでにたどり着く道中の会話
This is a
と
cool
か
scene.
内容が
This is a really good scene.
いや本当そうカルテチアの回想みたいな。
この
Yeah, it is a scripted
BGM
loss.
とともにこのセリフが流れるとちょっとね
いや本当に
うるっと今来てますけど、
頑張れ頑張れカルテチア。いけ
The heartbeat as well is a really nice touch.
足が
見てくださいよ。
I think if they didn't have that, having that heartbeat there changes. If they removed that heartbeat, I don't think it would have hit as much. But because they had that as well, it hits a lot harder. You know. So she got goosebumps. Is it really okay for them to stream the story? I mean, it's been a while.
一人でも救えるなら構いません。
He looks like he's gonna cry. He looks like he's gonna cry already.
この檻だけでも。
I love Fleur-de-Lis so much, man. I'm not even kidding. I love Fleur-de-Lis. The guy's a YouTuber. Yes, he is. He streams every day, mainly Wuthering Waves, but he also streams other games as well. I think a lot of people played on the first playthrough. I didn't, because I'm a man, obviously. I love this part.
全力を尽くしましたが、また誰も救えませんでした。ごめんなさい。
The sound effects were really good. You could feel the hit, you know?
この温かい光を
With a dull blaze.
きません。私の
True.
力も祝福も覚悟もあなたに託します。この先もあなたの剣となり、いつまでも支え続けましょう。義人様。
Player 4. She did everything for Player 4.
許さねえってなる。本当に。お母ちゃん。これはいか
めちゃくちゃかっこいいですよ。
この戦闘シーン本当に好きです私。
テレビ大きくしなきゃいけない。
Like she's saying like how she really wanted to like make her TV bigger to see it on a bigger screen.
僕の敵取ってください。
Okay, now I think the Female Rover VA is going to be playing now.
お願いします。
Oh, she's getting red. Again, I think she also
あれなんですよ。
plays mainly
今までの
on
と違って、
keyboard and mouse.
スキルとかを使って攻撃すると回復できたりするんですね。回復効果があって、いろんな今までと違う
You want to play the movie 3 Waves like that? I should put in my video. I really enjoyed being able to switch on the fly between Spectro, Havoc, and Aero Rover. That was really good. That was really fun.
ボタン押せば勝てます。はい、ボタン押せば勝てます。
これはね、そう、もう今の脅迫者なら、そう。
そうです。でこの戦闘はキャラクターチェンジする
It's God
と
mode.
他の属性の
Like I just like being. I think it'd be really cool if they could allow you to do that where you can just make your party, like add, you don't have to switch between, you can actually have like Havoc Rover as like a separate entry you could put into the team. So you could switch between Spectral or Havoc Rover like on the fly. I think that'd be pretty cool. And just treat them as separate characters in the character selector menu, you know? A Rover only team? I would legit play that. I would legit play like pretty much the entire game just in Rover only. Because this was really fun. Imagine how much it would cost us to build him. I mean, as much as building any other new character, I guess. They said Super Rover time. Yeah. Does Fleur-de-Lis have the same VAs with the mini elf? Oh, you mean Cartethiya? I think they do, yeah. I know that the English VA voices both Fleur-de-Lis and Cartethiya, so I'm guessing the JP VA does also do the same. This fight scene was incredible, by the way. That one always cut me off. Like, you're gonna block a blade with just a pole. I'm like, alright, but whatever. It's anime, you know? It's anime. It is anime logic, you know. That scene there, I wanted to see more of a smirk. I want to see more of a smile. I want to see a smile of that happening. There you see, in the glass shards there, you saw the Threnodian as well, in the reflection, which I thought was pretty cool. And here, I wanted her to say thank you. I don't know why, I just felt like a thank you would have really been a good line. Like, say it's good job. Good job, thank you. I think thank you would have hit more, I don't know. So is Leviathan dead with this? Not possible to actually kill the Leviathan because they exist in like the consciousness of humanity. But their current iteration of the Leviathan has been at least sealed or destroyed, but not in the sense that we would typically expect it to be. This scene was all really good. Again, she's saying I've got goosebumps right now. When am I going to do a lore live stream again? I can talk about that in a minute. Later. About what I'm going to do. Kind of accepting a defeat. The thing is, the way I understood it, that Fleur-de-Lis wanted to be defeated. Like, she couldn't allow herself to be defeated, but she wanted to be defeated.
They're
talking about being able to like go from Resonance to Liberation to Liberation to Liberation from all three different versions of Rover. Also, I love like all these images here. This artwork, like all these 2D, like live 2D images. I wish they would allow us to like see all these images in the gallery. They don't allow it, which sucks. Because a lot of this art is really, really cool. So she's voicing the lines that didn't have voices when you played them in game. They provide it on X? No, not all these, they don't.
ちなみに、漂白者は過去すごい強い存在だったんですよね。
そうなんですよね。
でちょっと記憶がなくなっちゃって。
He's explaining like Rover used to be an extremely powerful existence in the past, but then since they've lost their memories, they've become as we know them in the current time
本当にす
in
ご
the
い
game.
人なんですよね。漂白者ってね。どんどんいろいろ見されていく。
When you 100% voice Rover, I agree. Like, it can't cost more to just to voice a couple extra lines every now and then.
まさか
Casey Lee Williams in Cantarella's OST? Yes, I did know that. That was a good song. I'll be honest, I think I prefer the Japanese version of that song. I don't know why.
そんな手段を。
名式は文明の毒。感染することで我なら解析できると考えた。
JP was like a lullaby? It
そ
was.
の結論は
名式を完全に消滅させることはできない。文明が滅びない限り名式は消えない。名式自身でさえ自身を消滅させる方法がわからないのだ。
でこれちなみに、この部分って今回のストーリーのなんかまとめみたいな感じなんですよ。
そうですよね。
これちょっと難しいよっていう人はここをね各単語をちょっと勉強してもらって。
He's saying that this particular scene here is like a cap, like an overcap of what has gone through the story so far, and that there are some words and some parts that people found difficult. And he's like, yeah, there were some, but you can't. You should probably you use the word benkyo as in like study. You should probably study the words or at least learn some of the jargon before going into this particular scene. That's what he said.
そこで意図的に共鳴者に関する情報を流したが、あえて一つ情報を隠しておいた。一つの存在。
I want to know who voices Imperator. I think the voice is the same for Jue as well. But I want to know who does the voice for this.
実は策略があったんですけど、この後来るんですけど、カンタレラさんがですね、この採取の考えを凌駕する発案をするんですよ。
します。
Apparently, there was a part to do with like, Cantarella, and he's like, "Yep, I'm going to do it." I think that's because Cantarella's VA hasn't played or gotten to this part in the game so far. So Imperator True Form is a Pegasus with horns. Kind of.
レビアタンと一つになった今、フルールドリスは両方の共鳴者となっている。最初にとって共鳴者は現世にとどまるための怒り。
It's a unicorn? I think not entirely unicorn. Like I think the rear half still turns into just a snake-like tail, but doesn't have scales on it.
ならなぜあなたはティルフォングをヒサリアファミリーに渡したの？
当時は同化が始まったばかりだった。共に面識に立ち向かってくれる強い意志を持った共鳴者の現れを我は長らく待っていた。
Psyche. I saw that video. I can talk about that later. Remind me.
そしてフルールドリスが生まれた。
Why does Sintel's design remind me of Jian? It's the hair. It's the hair for sure.
フルールドリスが失敗しても誰かが二次共
The mane with the hair, yeah.
我の共鳴者になれば。
Yeah, this version of like the hippocampus horse type entity is the Imperator. Original form Imperator. There's also like a corrupted form Imperator, which is after the Thronian Leviathan like latched on like a parasite and like merged.
名式とて摂理から逃れられまい。我はそう考えていた。
talking about how Cantarella chose a different option.
すべての人が結末を見届けられるわけではありません。誰かが道を切り開かなくては。私の力を持って行ってください。自分の道は自分で見つけます。これが
If Imperator is technically dead with this,
道を切り開く助けになれば幸いです。
technically yes, is dead. But basically their essence got fused into Cartethiya, and in a sense, Cartethiya kind of became the Sentinel. In a way. Not exactly, but kind of. So like, hi, welcome in.
フルールドリスの名式に同化した体を切り裂くことができた。
カンタレラさんは聖女やったのに、力があったのに、この神様がちょっと弱ってたのに返して、その力を戻した神様がインペラトルさんが。
Yeah, Cartethiya is like partial, like semi pseudo sentinel.
あの力が渡ったような感じで。
Yeah.
聖女は
Cartethiya is more powerful now. Not right now, but she has the ability to become that powerful.
あなたの計画と違うんです。
もっともだ。これは我の計算が本来
Outside of their calculations.
ない考え、期待を抱いてしまった。彼女たちが我に与えた影響。
Cartethiya has the powers of, at least some of the powers of the Sentinel. As in being able to split things. Still not sure if she has the power to merge though. Like, because the merging powers were from the Threnodian. And Threnodian's technically like locked away right now. Isn't Jinshi a pseudo sentinel as well? No, she didn't absorb the power. She's a sentinel's resonator, but she didn't absorb the power. From what I understand. She had her second awakening, but she didn't absorb Jue's power.
巻き込まれた人たちの気持ちはわからない。でもあなたのおかげで
Rover can merge, right?
苦しんでいたあなたを
When they had the power in their hand after absorbing the power from the sword, they could. But they gave that power away. So I don't know if they can anymore.
我にフルールドリスと話をさせてもらえないか。
フルールドリスではなくカルテジアと呼んでほしい。彼女はそう望んでいる。でもどうやって彼女を助けるの？
They're talking about how to save Cartethiya.
まだ魚者の温魂に残っている。もう一度つながりを確立する。
Saying that her frequency is still saved or still there in her tacit mark. In Rover's tacit mark. So what are you going to use to make that connection? I'm going to use myself. I mean, we've all seen this scene. We've all seen this scene, right?
この風ももう長くは持たない。最後の力で新しい船を航路へ送り出そう。最後に
Furuoshi-chan, これ無料ですよ。ですぞ。
インペラトルは魚者の期待に応えられたろうか。
The horse is tired. Yeah. Yep. Please rest, or you can rest now.
魚者よ、フィサリアに伝言を頼む。
No imperative VA there?
よ
No.
うこそ自由へと。
Oh, the line is different in Japanese. The message to the Phasaelias is welcome to freedom. It wasn't you're free to do what you want now. It's like the line was welcome to freedom.
どっちもね、いっぱい頑張ったんだよ。
我はインペラトル。汝には借りがある。だがその前に一つ質問をさせてほしい。
Yeah, the line's different.
自分の人生に満足しているか。 それともまだ信仰と理想を憎んでいるか。
Leviathan Imperator doesn't have any physical form, he's a body to possess. Yeah, that's what happened with the fight with Fleur-de-Lis. That's because that Fleur-de-Lis was actually basically completely taken over by the Thenardian. Like, her consciousness was still there, hidden, like, deep, but at that point it was taken over by the Thenardian.
もし意味がなければ私はとっくに諦めていたでしょう。そして諦めていたのなら私は苦痛を感じなかったのでしょう。
Is Ring City protected by the Sentinel now? Protected by Cartethiya. Like I said, Cartethiya has become the pseudo Sentinel. That's why after this quest, you see her sometimes, and she's like trying to observe Ring-Citans and finding ways to become stronger, so that she could protect Ring-City, you know?
私は忘れるのは絶対嫌なんです。
Did we ever see the form of the Thenardian? We did, for a split moment in the broken glass. Like after we, you know.
もっと近づけたはず。いえ、それでは私は私ではなくなってしまいます。
Talking to you about the Sentinel pod? No, I was looking for that.
もし自分の真実と経歴を否定するだけなら、
I think that was talked about earlier, not in this, and I'd have to check.
心のない純真です。
神の役目はここまでだ。我の言葉に言霊はないのだが、それでも祝福を与えたい。
I love Fleur-de-Lis so much, it's not even funny.
太古より吹く風はじきに吹き切る。新時代の船はもうその導きを必
The
要
Sentinel
とし
mentions dying, the Thenardian might be dying as well. No, the Thenardian has basically like been all but destroyed. It's not possible to destroy the Thenardian, because the Thenardian will always exist as long as civilization exists. That's the implication anyway. What they've just done is basically like taken away all their power, and like they got big. They took away all the power, so now they're back down to a seed, and they've like locked that seed away. Any codes? I'm keeping an eye out. No codes so far.
聖女と呼ばれてたね。カルテジアンのお言葉をいただきました。
真の聖女。
And saying like how she has become the true blessed maiden now. Cartethiya. So Cartethiya is now the true blessed maiden and the pseudo sentinel. So the Thenardian will eventually emerge again. Yeah, that's why Cartethiya is trying to find ways to become stronger. So when that happens, she can fight back. I'm excited, man. I like how her crown is gone now. It's gone now, but it appears later after this cutscene.
もう一度聞く。あなたをカルテジアと呼ぶべきなのか。
Do I call you Cartethiya? Or Fleur-de-Lis?
と呼ぶべきなのか。
どちらでもと言いたいところですが。
She sounds older in JP.
カルテジアでお願
Like
いします。
this Cartethiya version, she sounds older than... I think the English version sounds a little bit younger.
つくしかできなくなっちゃう。みんなでうんうんってスタジオで。本当に。
わかった。カルテジア。
先ほど
I'll find it if I work up to a rover in front of me.
最初にあったような気がします。
Understandable.
妻子があなたを認めたんだ。
Her personality looks different now. I think, as it is right now, she has become
最初は今
merged with... Like, she's split from Fleur-de-Lis into Cartethiya. After that, we saw that scene with Cartethiya and Fleur-de-Lis. I think they merged again. Like, their essences merged, and that's why they changed a little bit. They progressed, if that makes sense.
感じかなと思いました。
感じかなって私も思いました。
これから私は何をすればよいのでしょう。
Can you tell what the purpose of this JP only stream was?
としてラグーナに戻ることはできま
To
せん
promote the
し、
2.2 update, really?
使えるべき神もいなくなってしまいます。
because they didn't do these voice actor line reads in the actual live broadcast before the patch. That's why they do them now. So the live streams don't get too long or too bloated. So they split it up.
これここ皆さんこれどれですどれにしました
Which one were you going to choose?
何も考えないのはどうにしましたね。
へえ
僕はね。
Yeah, I chose the last one as well.
じゃあ
You can go wherever you want to go.
これで。
Eat whatever you want to
あ、てか
eat. Meet whoever you want to meet.
選んでないやつ。
Or you don't have to do anything right now.
3番目でいいですか。はい。
You can go anywhere you want to go is what they're going to choose.
まずは
あ、面白い。
行きたい場所へ行くのはどう？
いいアドバイスですね。
合ってましたね。あ、いいアドバイスですね。
Panel pizza?
ですが今は何も考えたくありません。
あ、そうですね。最終的にこれなるんですかね。
It's a hint that Imperator and Third is still 1 till end.
選択肢が4つ並ぶとすごい迷いますよね。何があるって思っちゃう。
何が一番欲しい言葉かなって。
すごい考えちゃった私も。
She didn't like pineapple. She loves pineapple pizzas, guys. Don't lie.
少しの間、このままでもいいでしょうか。
ずっとでもいいよ。
少しじゃなくていい。
Are there going to be any events in Japan soon? I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
そういう気持ちでした。
Right, this here, I remember. Okay, when I got to this part on stream, people say, "Oh, you missed the For Lover part. You missed it." No, I was like, I just saw it, didn't I? I remember I seen it, and it was just there. You don't have to talk to her after. Like, it was like literally at the end of the scene.
残された黒潮に一人で立ち向かう。しかし彼女は知らなかった。黒潮は決して消えないということを。彼女は神の最も忠実なしもべな。
そうはさせない。人間は弱くつけ込まれやすい。
Yeah, this is the corrupted form of the
黙って滅び
Sentinel.
はしません。
お前まさか自ら完全性を捨てるとは。もしや私が授けた純真性まで。
You like the Ian voice more?
見出したんです。
悪は必ず正義に負ける。あなたは倒れる。
反抗してるんです。
いつか私も。
やっぱ間違った。
There's some really good visuals in this here.
抵抗の波は止まりません。
See, okay, this is the corrupted form. The original Sentinel doesn't have those fins on the hands, whereas the corrupted form does. And like also the tail at the end usually didn't have the scales. The corrupted form does.
まだ倒れては。
ずっと抗い続けてるんですね。
この世に壊せない壁などない。
災いが起きないため。
Feet.
人の弱さを名式は利用してくる。けれどただ黙って
This music's good as well.
自分がこの悪いエリアだったり
決してや
面
めない。
識と同化してるようなものから同じような
面識がつくんだこの檻を破る。
I can't hear what he's saying right now, I'll be
倒
honest.
してくれる
今こそ
人を待ってるんですよ。
はい
強い人。
鉄の檻をこじ開け。
このフルドリス戦に実はここつながるんですね。
光を入れる時。
それでよくやったって
そうなんです。
滅びをもたらすもの。
この滅びをもたらすもの。長らく戦い続けてたんです。
Rover VA's invested. No, that was the VA for Cartethiya.
神を殺める者。
これは自分を殺める神。自分という神を殺める。
待ってたんですもん。
に繋がるんですよね。
That face, I love that.
そうなん
I love that facial expression.
はい。でですね。一旦ちょっとここでストップでいいですかね。
はい。
Okay, we're going to stop there.
までいや。
すごい。
なんか一本映画見ましたね。
わかります。
見ました。
見ましたね。
はい。すごい。
あ、そうかそう、普通に見入ってましたもんね。
Like she got really invested.
こう収録してる時って
When I was recording the lines,
映像も出来上がってないし、
the cutscenes hadn't been completed yet.
効果音も BGM も入ってないし、
Yeah, there's no like
絵に合わせ
music as
る
well.
時はまだこうゴリゴリのまあ下書きみたいな状態でやったりする。
Yeah, it still only had like storyboarding.
どういう風になるのかは全く。
So she wasn't sure how things were going to turn out like after everything had been like edited together.
ほとんどなので、あえてこういろんな演出が入って音楽が乗ってみると、なんか自分の芝居がさ、なんかちょっとうまく聞こえる気がしない。
Yeah, and then when everything's done, she like I listened to her own voice signs like, oh, that was really well done. She was surprised by herself.
ディレクターさんがよくご存知なので、ディレクターさんの言葉を信じてやるしかないんですけど、やっぱり
Yeah, at the time when she was recording, she had to just trust in the director.
本当に力加減が本当に分かんないまま作ってるんですよね。でもちろんディレクターさんが全部
She wasn't like sure like how much force or energy to put in certain lines, so she had to trust the director in certain sections because like the visuals hadn't been done.
リリースされて初めて見て、あ、よかった合ってたとか。
So when it was released, that's when she first saw it as well.
もちろんさっきも言ったように。
And then she was really happy with how it turned out, like how everything came together. She was a bit worried, but then she's saying herself, but she was impressed by her own performance, or at least how they used her performance to create this fantastic scene.
ちゃんと見れたからちょっと大丈夫かなっていう感じ。
Like I said, she's saying she wasn't sure at first,
どうしてもあるよね。
but
ここやり直したいなっていうところも。
and she was like, maybe I should have done it this way, done something a bit different here or
初
there.
めてちゃんと出来上がったのを見たと言っても過言ではない感じだったので。
But like seeing it for the first time was really
してくれたスタッフさんにありがたいなって気持ちで。
impressive. Or really, like, she was impressed by everything coming together.
ですよね。本当なんか途中に入るゼツさんの解説がすごくありがたかったです。
そうなん
で、噛
だ。
み砕いたんですけど。
Yeah, during that scene there, like Zetsu was like
本当に
explaining some of the lore stuff to them while they were watching it. I couldn't really hear exactly what he was saying, so I'm just guessing he was explaining what was going on for them.
本当に一人のね、その彼女の生きた懸命に生きたね。
Ufotable would be a really good studio for Wuthering Waves anime. Agreed. No, they really would.
いかがでした
Like that fight scene between Cartethiya and Rover, like the actual CG one, and it reminded me of the fight scene between Lancer. Oh, what was it? Lancer and it was on the motorway, on the bridge. I think you know what I'm talking
なん
about.
か最初なんなんかな。
Was it Lancer and Ryder?
で、なんか聖なるものってまあ聖女なのかなとかやったらね、お二人カンタレラさんとカルテジは偽りの聖女と真の聖女がいるんですけど、そのことなんかなとか。
Oh, is it Assassin? On
逆
the
らうものっていうのがこれもなんなんかなと思ったら多分
on the motorway, yeah?
ルールドリスが
Yeah, oh yeah. So I remember it was a purple character. I don't know why I said Ryder, but yeah, you're right.
最初はそうは思わないですよね。この
そうなんで、この死を告げるものっていうのもあって、これがまた漂白者なのかなとか、でね、メインストーリーやってようやく噛み砕いていって理解していったらすごい面白いなとか、より深いな。
I was just basically saying like how he was really impressed about how things were so interesting.
素晴らしい。
考察です。
いやいやもう。でも分かりやすなんか複雑な感じあるんですけど、ストーリー
There's some parts that were a bit complicated.
1回でちょっと理解しがたいとこもあるんですけど、2回目ちょろっと
Like sometimes there are parts where you couldn't understand it on the first playthrough, the first time watching that you'd have to watch it again, like fully understand it. But like still watching it is really fun and enjoyable.
あ、そうですね。
で、その今回のねタイトル、サブタイトルみたいなくだりも、あ、これは私のことだったんだとかね。
そうなんです。
っていうのが
そこがね。奥深いストーリー
そうですよね。ストーリー中でもなんか漂白者とかも結構こう謎をこうどんどん解き明かしていく。
I'm talking about the Rover, like the mysteriousness around Rover is slowly being revealed to us throughout the story.
カルテジアも重い悩み、自分でもわからないから悩んで
And also like the mysteriousness around Cartethiya, like we found out who she was. It's like there's like a parallel between those two different characters, like finding out who they are, who they really are.
皆さんと一緒にこう物語をこう解決していくようにゆっくり話してくださいっていうディレクションを受けたのを今すごく思い出して、そうなったんです。だから多分みんなもきっと
I've just noticed that the voice actor for Female Rover also has ribbon in the back of her hair, like Female Rover does.
から考察しながら出てたんですよ
Did anyone else notice that?
プレイヤーによってね考え方変わってもいい。
そうですよね。
Like her hairstyle is kind of female rover-esque,
い
no?
いなと思いましたし、そうなんか収録の時はどういう風になるんだろうって本当に思ってたんですけど、まあやっぱこうしてみるとね、なんかみんなで見れたっていうのはなんかすごい良かったなと思って。
It is.
コメントとかも見ながら。
応援上映でしたよね。
応援
Noticed it earlier? Well, say something then, Ansei.
流行りの
Yeah, she's very cute.
あれですね。
I'm pretty sure it's intended.
男性漂白者で
He said that he plays as male rover.
田中さんと共演することもいや、まあそれもあるんですけど、ちょっとやってみたいと思ってたんですよね。女性漂白者
まあでもなんかやっぱ男性だと男性の方に感情移入しやすいみたいなところもきっとありますよね。
Like for male players, it's usually easier for them to connect with male rover. So there are some parts where things hit differently
ちょっと別の
as playing male
配信者の
rover.
方とかの配信とかをちょっと見させてもらったりとかして、追ってもう1週もう3、4週ぐらいしてるんですよストーリー。
すごい。
すっごい女性漂白者好きになっちゃって。
Okay, he's seen other people play through the story, and they played with female rover, and he really
普段
liked female rover too.
女性漂白者なんで、
そうですよね。
クールでねかっこいい
Like
ですよ。
like female rover also has a really strong coolness to them.
めちゃくちゃキュンとする。
はい
本当に素敵。
大好きで、なんか横に並んでるのを見るだけでもなんかいいってなっちゃって。
シャインですよ。
そう。
ね、どっちもいいですよね、男漂白者も女漂白者も。
Like seeing both male rover and female rover like just together, she likes both of
なん
them.
ですか。あと強さもね、ゲーム中で強いんですよね。だから使ってるプレイヤーもめちゃくちゃ多くて使いやすい。誰もが持ってるキャラクター。
タイプも変えられますもんね。さっきみたいに。
But Rover, like even though Rover is like the main character, Rover is still plenty strong in the game. Like being able to change which type of Rover, like Spectro, Havoc, Arrow. Then there's also that fun aspect to playing as Rover, and also as either female Rover or male Rover.
ちょっと振り返ると言いますか、もうクライマックス皆様と共にねお届けしてまいりました。さあ、ではここからもまだまだ遊んでまいりましょう。
わ、やった。
Okay.
続いては新エリアを
Continuing on.
探索いたしましょう。
They're going to like do a bit of gameplay in the new area. So I'm guessing they're going to do the Avenolium area.
ちょっと触っていただいて。
はい
はい、来ました。
緊張する。
ないですよねこのパターンね、中原さん。
ない
ね。
コーラ握ったの。
こうだからはい、そしてゼツさんにもね再びお付き合いいただいて、
いやありがとうございます。
まずじゃあここから中原さんにはもうカンタレラを今回ね、ちょっと
ありがとうございます
はい、カンタレラとして動いていただいて、そして
So the Cantarella VA is going to play as Cantarella VA, as a Cantarella character.
担当していただいて、
She's going to play Rover,
どうしましょう。
and Zet's going to
ど
play.
うしましょう。別に僕キャラクターあれなんですかね
じ。ゃあカルロッタどうしましょう。
なんか
And
あります？
They're saying, who are you going to play, Zetsu?
ゼツさんの
I say, I'm not sure. Who should I play?
ますか。
Matsuzawa Neki said, how about
や
Carlotta?
っぱりじゃあ
いいな。カルロッタかな。
Carlotta. So
今の3名だと
Zetsu might be playing as Carlotta.
ちょっと
いいですね、リナシータ組
大丈夫です
で。
か？ギスギスならないんです
ね、そう
よね。
ですね。
まあでもギスギスしていってもね。
それもまたこういう
モンテリ
There's not going to be any fighting between the Monteliers and the Faciliers.
こうやって並ぶと
R と
なんか
見たかった。
身長差とかが
大きいです
す
ね。
ごい。
Like the difference in height between
キャラクターによって
Carlotta and Cantarella is massive.
みんな一緒にいるよ
Like Carlotta is small.
そうなマルチプレイ楽しいんですよ。は
ね、女性漂白者も結構大きめというか、
そうなんですよ
小さくはないんですよね。
はい。
ね
実は
よし、でもね、ちょっといろいろね、動いていただいて。
Wait, are they playing on Zetsu's account?
私が決めますわ
I think they're actually playing on Zetsu's
で
account.
しょうか。
Yeah, they are. I think they're playing on Zetsu's account.
お、
あと
戦ってみましょうか。
戦いに行きたい。
で
あ、じゃあ3人で。そんな急に殺伐とした感じ。
I haven't got kind of interaction about Carlotta's height versus Cantarella. I would like I legit would love to see Carlotta and Cantarella like interact. I would love like a story, like a side story with just them.
どこ行った？
僕に
I'll be
来
honest.
てもらったら、はい。
どうやって速く走るんだっけ
R1 で
あ、来た来た来た来た。
お願いします。
なんかすでに。
やべ、痛い痛いよ。
あ、早っ。え？
One at KO.
もう。
どうした？
これ
九州
田中さんのワールドなんで、多分
かっこいい。
ボコボコにできます。
そうです
一回見てみ
The databank level's at 14.
はい、私の
Level that shit up, bro.
そのワールドの世界のレベルみたいなのがあって、そう、それが多分マックスではないと思うんで。
そうですね。
Oh, he's just saying that the world level is probably not at max right
あんま
now.
強くないと思います。
I think it's because like either player 1 and player 4, they're
行きましょう。
行きましょう。
yeah,
あ
level
四角と
55.
三角でボコボコに。
Yeah. Full max level is level 90. They're level 85. They're at level 55. So I think they're like a Solaris
キ
rank.
ャラクターに装備させる
What, Solaris rank
吸
what?
収みたいなのできます。L かな L と三角で。
Yeah, they're still just getting like a purple here.
もういなくなっ
僕の画面だけです。これ人によって何か。
皆さんそれぞれの画面があって、今配信上が田中さん
Yeah.
のプレイ画面。
I think Solaris rank 5 is max. I think they're like Solaris rank 3 or something.
ちょっともうちょっと鳴らして。
Who's using Cantarella? The Cantarella VA is using Cantarella.
カンタレラさん。カンタレラさん。
ごめん。
あ、でもあれか当主やからそんなに手を下さなくてもいいってこと
この人何してるの？あ、もう終わってる人。あ、吸い取れたの？
来ました？黄色いやつ。
もう一回戻るの？
They're just saying, just talking about like what happened. Like, oh, what's this? This is a
本当だ。
like what happens? It goes into the. They said water bottle.
ああ、おめでとう
The
ござい
gourd.
ます。それができたらもう完璧ですね。
これでちょっと
それができれば
コントローラーのね慣れもあると思うんで。
でちょっと
はい
マップ開けます？
あ、マップはい。
真ん
マ
中の
ップ。はもう
ええ。
Yeah, Zetsu's using Carlotta.
参考してもらって。
Female Rover VA is using Female Rover,
ここに行こう。
and Cantarella VA is using Cantarella.
いきますか。
あ、新しいですね。
ちょっと新しいマップ。
これ。
ベオ海域のこの左上のこの辺のワープに
これかな？この丸いやつですね。
この辺行ってみますか。
どこ？
Tanaka is the only one that's naturally in gaming. Yeah, I think Tanaka is the voice actor for Female Rover, and she says that she's been playing since day one launch of Wuthering Waves.
罰でした。
So she's more familiar with the game, whereas the voice actors for Cartethiya and Cantarella don't play as much. So we can't expect the VAs to always play the games and the properties that they are a part of, you know. But I do, from what they said, the Female Rover VA does play.
ところに行けますよ。
でもね初めてってか久しぶりにゲームやったらこうなりますからね。でもいろいろ最近ゲーム操作がいろいろ多いん
そう
で。
ちょっとゲームによってね押すボタン違ったりとかねいろいろ。
Some like a lot of games recently have a lot of different controls, and like depending on the game, there's a lot of different controls you have to get used to.
めちゃくちゃ速くなります。
これ？あ、誰か戦ってる？
いややっぱカ
カン
ンタレラ
タレラさんそんな
様
速く走りそうにないのに走るのが面白い。
あ、大きいですよ。
ちょっとやんばるがところありますからね。
強い。
Cantarella just like owning everything.
カンタレラさんは
Yeah, that's something I think people sometimes forget. Like, just because they are a part of the game doesn't mean they play the game. If they do play the game, that's cool. But we can never expect them to know everything. They're just voice actors. All they have to do is just voice the characters. They don't have to do anything more than that. If they do, cool. If they don't, no one should ever get on like, oh, why don't you know how to play this game? You're in it, aren't you? Like,
楽しい。
that's
いつもそのプレイ
it's
なん
just
で。
it's just an unreasonable thing to ask for, you know.
ゲームあるんですよ。
なんかすごいのいますよ。
あ、行きましょう。
行きますか。
カンタレラさん行きましょう。
行きましょう。
So from Wuthering Waves, in their profile, see website, have roles in Wuthering Waves 2.0, 2.3,
このぐちゃぐちゃファミリーなら行きます。
I don't know exactly what you mean by roles with 2.4 and 3.3. Carlotta's VA, yeah, Carlotta's VA does play games quite often. I know she often plays Genshin too.
大丈夫ですか？生きてます。中原さん生きてますか？
一生資格をしてます。
これちょっと強い。
知りました。
ちょっと一回戻りますね。
Oh, got wrecked.
戻りましょう。
100の試合目なの。
そう。
蘇生ってどういうこと？
バツも押すと
バツを押すと
私と同じところに
じゃあ
戻れます。
ちょっと大きめのボスいきます。そこまで
Go for a bigger boss.
大丈夫です。
120はちょっとね。
Isn't the Carlotta VA Rin Tosca?
近
Yes.
く連打してたら勝てるんで。
She also voices Yoimiya
ゼツ先生
from
いやいや
Genshin.
ここら辺で行かないと。ここら
いた
辺
みんないた。
行かないと。
赤いのがねちょっとまあ
いた
強めではある
Which one is their name? Minami Tanaka or
そうですね
No,
ちょっとそのあたりで
their
もう少し
name,
一つ
well, for that one there is Minami, but their family name is Tanaka. But usually when you're referring to people, you almost always refer to them by their family
な
name.
ので
はい。
どこ行きましょう
ちょっとい
か
くつかスポットあるんですけど、
おおすすめスポ
3
ット
人で行けるところと
はい
そうじゃないところがあるんで、ちょっとじゃあ、マップ開いて三角でアビノレームまた戻りますか。
アビノレーム。
はい。
Going back to the Avenolium.
で、これね R ボタンでこうなんか重力切り替えみたいな。
あ、R1 ですかね。
Oh, he's talking about how you can change the gravity by pressing the R1 trigger.
R1 押した
R1 です。
R1
R1.
これね、
いけない。
なんかいけなくなってますね。なんで、
いけなさそう。
まあどっか飛びますか一回。
ここですか？
R1
You have around 2 classmates with the Tanaka family name. Yeah, usually if there's more than one person like Tanaka, you would like differentiate them in some way. Like if they're older, small, older, younger, it's like Tanaka One-san, Tanaka Oni-san, Tanaka One-chan. If it's a boy or a girl, Tanaka-chan and Tanaka-kun, that sort of thing.
魚本当だ。すごい。
If they're both boys and both same age, then there'd be like a variation on the name. Like instead of Tanaka, it might be Takkun or something. One might be Tanaka, the other one might be Takkun. It's just little rules like that.
あ、なんか悪い人が悪い人
絡まりました？
逃げましょう。
もうフォトスポットを探しに。
一緒に撮れば
そう
撮ります？
撮ります。
その人たちも
撮れますよ。
って言って。
これか。
What if they're both Takkun? Well, then you're shit out of
こ
luck.
こで一回撮って3つぐらいはね回っておきたいんで。
ここも綺麗すごい。
これは誰が取ってくれるの？
What if there's 100
こ
Tanakas?
れどこで撮りましょうかね。
Good luck.
どこがいいですか？
あ、一旦まあ
すごい綺麗。
3人で撮りますかここで。
Duke Sensei-chan.
お魚と
No.
お城が映るところで。はい。
ゼツさんのところで撮ってはい
お願いします。
Am I blocking the man on purpose?
ちょっとどうした
Yes,
らいい
I'm blocking the man on purpose because I obviously hate
これ
men.
でまあこれは僕
こんな感じかな？
カメラモードはカメラモード一旦まあ撮りますか。撮りましょう。
お願いします。
一旦撮りますね。はい。記念に
No,
撮りま
no,
す
you。can't
そ
come
れぞ
here.
れのファミリーが
私真ん中に行こうかな。
So I'm just saying goodnight to my daughter.
なんか手を取り合う感じ
いいです
で
か？僕の
ごめんなさい。よいしょよいしょ。
はい。
よいしょ。
撮りますね
よしいけた。
I
はい
mean,
チーズ。
we all know that no one likes men in these games, don't we?
あ、目つぶってます。カルロッタちゃんが目つぶってます。
かわいい。
もう一枚撮りますね。せーの。あ、今傘が。
And the umbrella is in the face. It's a good photo. Is Chan always for girls and Kun for boys? Not always. Usually yes, but not always.
カメラモードとかにすると選べたりします。
すごい楽しい。
If your friends want to use it out of context,
そうだけでも楽しい。
let them.
写真機能いいですね。しかもすごいいい写真でしたね。
そう。
綺麗。
めちゃくちゃ綺麗なんですよ。画
が。
像が。
わ
画質がね。であと
Guys, we all know what my actual position on that conversation is. It's very clearly a joke, but we all know.
切りますね。
お客さん至上主義
No,
市場主義。
you guys might not be interested in the camera thing, but
ね
Japanese players love the camera functions in these games.
いいキャラクター
損はさせないよ。
私と世界のつながりを証明してくれる
まあここにあると入れてもよかったけどちょっと違うかなっていうことでカルロッタになりましたね。
確かに確かに。
Okay,
損
so,
はさせないよ。
顔似てる。あちょっと似てる。
ちょっといきますね。切りはいつ
so I think Zetsu is going to try fighting a hologram.
これ練習してます。
練習してますね。家で練習してますよこれは。
あ、練習します。配信でそうなんです。
配信で
そうか配信でやってるんだ。
持ちネタ。
ですね。あ、
私そこ行けなかったな。
行きます。すみません。
What happened?
エリアがね開放されて
No, basically, he was saying Son was Sasanaizo.
そう。
Actually, what's the English version of that?
ちょっと行きますね。
Son means like a loss. Like I won't let anything be lost or
皆さん特別に
be taken away.
やっておきたいので
I can't remember what the official translation of that word is.
スムーズな。
飛んだ。
じゃあ参ります。
あ、なんだろ
Oh, it's going into the painting area.
カンタレラさんに。
What's the purpose of these streams? To promote the game?
そうなんです。
Isn't that the point of all the streams?
すいません。ちょっと漂白者でいきます。
これからも
これ本当に個人アカウントですからね。
あ、僕の。
う。いや、強い。
おお。
ではご覧ください。わあ。
This area is fantastic.
でですね、流星が綺麗なんですけど、なんと船に乗るとですね、歌が流れます。
The music's good too. Why Yinlin?
何これ。
Because Yinlin's hot, dude.
ここでさらにカンタレラさんと、
呼べちゃう？
すいません間違えまし
He messed up.
ができるのこれ？
た。はい。
素敵ね。どんな喧騒もこの空間では水に
Yeah, this area is fantastic.
なるほど、この鳥が
Like those shooting stars are great.
ここでしか流れない専用のセリフってことですか？今の。
あ、ゴンドラで招待すると流れる。
Is this Korean version? I don't know.
私もこれやり
I
た
can't.
い。うわ、すごい。
そうそう、こっちから見ると降ってくるように見えます。
めっちゃ綺麗。デートじゃん。
It's a date! Is what they're saying right
こ
now.
れ。
デートができちゃうんですこれ。
お母様とデート。うわー。一生忘れない景色になる。
すごいですよね。
すごい。すごい。
It's Korean, you think? I have no
あ、
idea.
そうですそうです。こういう音階って言って、まあ生き物。
でも水面もめっちゃ綺麗よ。星が映ってて。
本当だ、水面
2.3 when? Soon, like in 2 weeks, no?
するんですよね。
うわ、なんかすごい一番。
This is China live stream? No, it's the JP live stream. On 29th?
歌も相まって何分でも入れるんですよ。
Oh, so, okay, so almost 3 weeks. Sorry. Marcus said it's a mix of languages. Yeah, I don't think it's any one language.
ちょっとね。そうです。
かわいそう。
じゃあちょっと一枚写真。
I really like that they allow us to go back to this area here, but there are a lot of other areas that I would love to go back to,
あ、飛んだ瞬間行きます。
just to run around in. So I wish they could do that for other past areas too.
女性のままに。
わ、すごい。
お客さん市場。
Also, I saw someone said, Ryuka, I love you.
あれですね。
Thank you so much.
変えられない。あ、ちょっと今厳しいそうです。
Kyoki piano area is also dope. Yeah, I agree. I still want to go back to the Jian area, I'll be honest.
あ、行けます行けます。ごめんなさい。
いけた
絶対やります。行きますね。
Encore
普通の
area,
トライで行きます。
it was never really my thing. But
いいところ
I
に
can see why people would want to go back there. But the Jian area, I like the visuals in the Yunnan area. There's some areas in the Camellia story quest as well, which are pretty good. Same thing. Also, the fact that the Zhangli Yao quest was time limited is a shame. It really shouldn't be time limited. I said it in my video that I think we should be able to play every and all quests. All of them. Main story quests and companion story quests alike. Just go into a section in the gallery and go to like a companion thing and just say play quest.
こういうところのためだけ
The Jeju area underrated?
リックであったり、ボイスであったりね
I can see why.
音楽であったりとなんか
見つけちゃったらちょっとなんか。
あとですね。カンタレラさんがせっかくね、いらっしゃるんで。
上手はね。
泳ぐと速いんですよ。
It's just showing like how fast Cantarella can fly, can swim. Sorry.
彼女はね、
そうか。
新山の雪です。
わ、綺
こんな
麗。
ね、普通のキャラクターならこれぐらいなんですよ。あん
What happened to Geshelin?
こんなにも
God knows, man. Geshelin, Scar.
めっちゃ早いですね。
ね海が似合う
こんな感じで、
似合う素敵です
楽しみ方があってまだまだ私の知らない名称があった。
いろいろキャラクターにギミッ
Is
ク
some
が
events permanent, or is it like just some? I mean, it does have a section on the events where it can show you the permanent events. That's like some noir labyrinth and stuff like that.
見たところで、ここでまずですね、ちょっと抽選の方、プレゼント企画の方、
Okay, so
1時までとなっておりましたの
They're
で、
talking about
締め切らせていただきます。
the free presents, like if you get into
ご
like
参加ありが
that
とうございました。
Twitter event thing.
9時なんだ。
はい、ちょうど21時になりまして、で
Is it either a whale?
これで
I think it's a whale.
そうどうしましょう。
I'm pretty sure it's a whale.
ね、いろいろ
Is that Minami Takayama?
やったりと
Takayama?
行く流れ
You mean Tanaka?
でこれで、はい、
私がやるやつかな。
で
そうだね
多分ちょっとまたプレイをしつつ、はい、後ほど当選者発表とさせてい
Saying,
ただき
I'm
ま
nervous,
す。
I'm nervous.
はい。
Don't know what they're
そ
gonna
う
do
で
next.
はね、ちょっと本当もう結構かなり満足感高いところであるんですけれども、ちょっといろんなスキルとかまだね見てってなかったかなっていうので。
Talking about the different skills in the
ちょっ
game.
とね、漂白者さんの新スキルとかも見つつまた遊んでいきましょう。で、
The new skills for the
当選
rover?
者の方ねちょっとこ
For
こ
the
で
rover?
はい、一旦締め切らせて精査してね、後ほどはい発表いたします。
はい。
Okay.
あ、これかな？起動。
Kido. You're gonna
使
start?
ってます私。
うん。
ぴょんぴょん飛んで楽しいから。
やっぱりなんか
Saying that she uses Air Rover quite a lot. Like, being able to like fly around is really fun.
キャラクターで、だから HP 回復とかもできる今までとはね、
そうなんですよ。
そう
もうありがたすぎてあれが。
そうなんです。
はい
Saying that they're able, Air Rover is also able to heal as well.
起動まだ分かってないっていう方もいるから、じゃあちょっとここでね。
There might be some people that aren't too sure about what Air Rover is capable of. So
今ここでできるのかな私が。
あ
できないのか。
にはい
僕が
はい
まあ簡単な、まあ、使い方というか、
はい。
どんなキャラなのかっていう、
うん、ね、ちょっと使い方を教えていただきながら、
はい
あ、音階が揃わず、なるほど。
お、画面が変わった。
わかりましたか。あ、すみません、今ちょっと
本当だ。
目が光ってます。
oh,
これ
the eye is
そうなん
still
ですよ。
昨日絶賛。
はい、これがちょっ
Still
といきなり光っ
like Black Rock
て途中
shooter
でやりたかったんですけど、最初から光ってました。すみません。これは下の緑色のゲージが光ってるんですけど、
四角だ。
そう、あれが光ると特殊な強化スキルが使えるなって。
like if the eye is
まあ
glowing like that, then they're able to use a special version of
これ
the
が
skill.
強化スキルでかっこいいんですけど、
かっこいい。
そうで空中戦がこうやって
Yeah,
ね、
photo bar. Yeah.
地上から上
Like he's trying to explain it like
下に落下
he's trying not to use specific words like forte bar and resonance and trying to make it as easy and understandable for people that aren't too familiar with the game. So
800いくらかで
助かります回復。
これ回復したりです。
right, is this Japan live stream? Yes.
共鳴回復。
I'm in the way of the man
これもね回復。
because I'm obviously hiding men because no one likes men on screen unless it's me.
でも基本的にはなんかサブなんかヒーラー回復役とかサブでちょっと火力出すみたいな感じで。
Mincat, welcome in.
こう一番のパーティーのダメージを出すキャラっていう感じではないんですけど、
メインではないにしても、でも一人いると時にものすごくありがたいと言いますか。
そうですね。あとまあ特徴としてはこのゲーム状態異常っていうものがあって、
It's just talking about
現
the
状まあ
mechanics
そ
of
の状態異
Arrow
常
Rover.
的に付与できるっていうキャラクターがフィービーっていうキャラクターがとあとまあ漂白者も解説漂白者なら走行っていう状態異常をつけれるんですけど、まあ状態異常は何でもいいんですけど、それをつけた状態で漂白者のスキルからの攻撃をすると、その状態異常が風食っていうまあちょっと難しい
He's explaining like it doesn't matter what you can like inflict certain debuffs on the enemy, and then when you change it to Arrow Rover is basically able to change all of those debuffs into arrow erosion.
状態異常なんですよ。風食っていうのは。なんでこれから出てくるキャラクターとかでもしかしたらなんか使い 相性がめっちゃいいキャラクター出るかもっていう話はまあされてますね。
その機能があるということ
So
は
here is to explain like he can inflict spectral frazzle, and then changing it to Air Rover can switch that from frazzle into aero erosion instead.
まあこんな感じ、この緑色のエフェクトがこのちっちゃい子に、これダメージが入ってるじゃないですか。
So he's just like pointing out like see he has that mark, that monster has that mark there. It's getting like damage over time.
相手に対してダメージが伸びやすいとか。
So you couldn't have to use P to get air erosion. At this point in time, yes.
いいですね。まあこんなところかなと思います。
かっこいい本当この
挑戦失敗。
Challenge failed.
何かに挑戦してたんですか今。
挑戦してたことすら聞いたことない。
時間だったりね、なんかノルマがあって、
そっかそっか。
まあ大まかな使い方というか、こんなキャラクターです。
ありがとうございます。ためになる。
といったちょっとね、こちらで新
I cannot wait to use Cartethiya and Cantarella together. I have no idea.
本日のちょっとチャレンジ。
No leaks in chat.
はい。
Isn't the guy a streamer? Yes, that's Sliplerzetsu.
新エリアも見て景色も堪能して新スキルも見たところで、こちらのチャレンジに参りましょう。今回バージョン 2.2 で追加された嘆きのドレイクのホロタクに挑戦していただきます。
Okay, now they're going to try holograms.
どなたがやられるんですか。
誰なんだろう。誰かな。
誰なんですかね。
で、ちょっとじゃあちなみにズツさん嘆きのドレイク特徴とかってちょっと教えていただいても。
そうです。
Is he the biggest streamer there? No.
ドラゴンのような。
For Wuthering Waves, I think right now the biggest streamer is Nerumero.
まあ結構
But Zetsu has been streaming Wuthering Waves since day one, since launch, like pretty much every single day. I think almost every single day. So not the biggest, but I think he has about like say 70,000 subscribers right now. But still, he's very well loved in the space, like in the JP Wuthering Waves space of things.
今回は田中さんよろしいでしょうか。
はい。
脅迫者として。
頑張ってください。
はい。
頑張ります。
で難易度がレベル65となりますが。
65で。
はい。そうですね。
So the Female Rover VA is going to be doing the holograms.
応援するしかね。
はい。
では参りましょう。田中さんの。
What about the one called Oji-san? What you mean me?
画面出るかな。
ちょっとねこう。
よいしょ。
Yeah, he's the. You say he is the biggest IRL JP Wuthering Waves streamer on YouTube. I think he's the only IRL JP streamer on YouTube. The only IRL Wuthering Waves streamer, I should say.
解説入れたいですけど見たいですね。
Like almost all of them are VTubers. It's kind of annoying when I'm trying to make my what does Japan think about? It's like VTuber here, VTuber there, VTuber there, VTuber there, Zetsu, VTuber, VTuber, VTuber. I'm like, fuck. And if it's not VTubers, it's usually YouTube accounts that use like Microsoft Sam, Stephen Hawking's levels of AI generated voice. It's really annoying. Is that difficulty 4? Yes, I think so. Use your skill. There you go. Bro, I can clear that easily. I think we all forget that we watching right now, we're more on like the hardcore side of things. Most people aren't that much, you know. And she's just saying like she usually plays with mouse and keyboard, so it's her first time playing with controller.
かカルロッタちゃんあたりでできるようになりました。
飲み込みがめちゃくちゃ早いです。
よかったです。ありがとうございます。でもすんごい楽しいですね。めっちゃ
Saying it was really, really fun to play.
人に見られてやるとまた
より
緊張感も。
はい楽しかったです。ドキドキした。
すごいなんかいいバトルでしたね。
ありがとうございます。よかった倒せて。
じゃあこんないいバトルを繰り広げられたらゼツさん負けてられませんよね。
まあそうですよね。
ね、ゼツさんのお客さん至上主義見たいなという流れ
Okay,
で、
saying, oh, it's time to see a hardcore
はい、
player.
そのゼツさんにはさらに嘆きのドレイクのホロタク難易度の高いレベル80に、はい、挑戦していただ
Okay,
きましょう。
I think they're going to play level 5.
65。
Wait, level 5 is level 80,
しま
right?
しょう。
Because level 90 is level 6, right?
はい、すみません。いきます
頑張ってください。
まだですかね。
80、
もう
Stage 5, yeah.
100いってって言われてますけどね。
So it's not playing the hardest one, just the one before the hardest
全
one.
然。
いけます？
すごいもう
僕
ゼツさんなら余裕でしょう。
クリアしてます。
お、言いましたね。
あ、すみませんなんか。
いや、まず
ガンガン漫画撮って
He says he's going to play it with one
ソウル
character.
ヨウ君とか小林さん演じるソウルヨウ
He's going to solo it.
効率よく行こう。
気をつけましょうね。
Oh, level 5 is 90.
実験開始。
言ってくれるんですね。
Like he's already
あ、
like
じゃあまあね
done all of them.
ちょっと100いっちゃいました。
いいですよ全
80
然
で。。いやいや。
Ah, okay.
持たないと
Stage 4.
すごいすごいすごい。回避してる。しかもタイミングを見て回避してる。
Okay, so he's not soloing.
効率よく行こう。
He said something about he's going to do it by himself or by solo.
ちょっと本気でやらないと、やっぱさすがに危ないんで。あ、ごめんなさい、間違えました。すみません、間違えました。
中原さんがもう
あ、間違えました
Yeah, the benefit of having that right at the start is that it allows you to build your forte meter quite quickly.
緊張します。
Maybe later, yeah.
まあ攻撃当たらないんで。
効率よく。
効率よく行こう。あ、危ない。
普通の人は当たるよね。
効率よく行ってないと
Electro team
当たりやすいんで。
Yeah, I usually play Showkeeper, Zhang Liao, and Yinlin.
あ、そうです。攻撃は結構これは下からグイッときます。左できます。
さっきと
Yeah, I think the reason is because I don't think he has Showkeeper, but he's really looking forward to Showkeeper.
違いますね。
ここドガン行きます。もう一回ドガン行きます。あ、これは一回当たってきました。
He got hit.
僕の真理だ。僕の真理だ。
Oh, easy clap. Easy win.
これが僕の真理だ。
ちょっと似てきてるのそれ。
Yeah, he's copying the Zhang Liao ult animation.
全然じゃ
まあ
あ
キャラクターが強いんで。
遊び足りませんよね。
He's saying like how strong Zhang Liao is.
この先の。
No, he's doing the Zhang Liao
やりますか。
ult animation. Did he go for
ちょっとパーティー
stage 6 or stage 5?
すごい。
いや、ヨウ君は
He could do the voice very well.
ちょっとベリーナちゃんのところをですね、次回ピックアップが来るちょっとショアキーパーさんに、
お、
シュワキーパー欲しいんだ
He
よ。
said how he was going to pick up, he's going to get Showkeeper.
そうですよね。
Oh, he does have Showkeeper.
もしかしたら最近始めた方とか
I
だ
thought
と
he
ね
didn't.
まだ。
ちょっとガチガチでいかないと危険なので、
そっか回復もしたりして。
まあ
Yeah,
でも
Zhang Liao
絶対いけるんでね、正直。
It's nuts that they released him as a free unit, you know?
ちょっと見逃さないでしょう。
ね、では
でもさっきより何やってるか分かん
最
ないと思う。
初何が起きてるか分からなかったです。
I don't know which one he's going to do. Oh, stage 5 or stage
じゃあ行か
6?
せていただきます。レベル100。
一番
Oh,
怖
we're
い
going
の。
for stage 6.
ね、
すごーすぎやば。
もう始まってます。
ああまあ、
Oh. Getting hit here. Dodge that.
もう浅川さんがお家で見てるスタイルみたいな。
Yep.
口を抱きかかえて。
あ、やばい。いや、これね、僕あれ間違えました。ちょっとアイテムというかモジュールをね間違えちゃって、鍵縄がないんで。
Oh, he's like he tried to use the grappling hook, but he hasn't set it to his quick thing, so he couldn't do it.
ちょっと遅めの。 これねちょっとまだチャンスじゃないんです。ちょっとチャンスが訪れるまで。
まだ元気いっぱいな状態なんですね。
ちょっと落ち込んでないんで。
そう持ち込んだ時がチャンスだ。
早く落ち込んでほしい。
It's really like odd how easy it is to parry attacks with Shortkeeper, even if she's a rectifier user.
私こんな自分の画面で見たことない。こんな画面動きが速すぎて、すごいこんなダメージが入ってるの見たことないし、
全部ジャンプ避けられてるのが
ちょっと安全牌でいきます。
Phoebe's rectifier and Shortkeeper. Yeah, Phoebe and Shortkeeper can parry quite easily. Yinlin's hit and miss. Verina is quite difficult. Encore is more on the tricky side too.
全然今余裕ないです。
Oh, you can parry a lot with Cantarella? I'm still trying to build her. I'm still trying to build my Cantarella. I just do not have the fucking echoes for it.
これパリポイントです。
パリパリすごい。参ってきてる。
もうちょっとしたら僕でも敵の
ちょっと止まってる。
なんか落ち込んでます。
落ち込んでる。
Okay.
ちょっとメンタル来てるかな。
メンタル来てる。
メンタル来てる。
落ち込んでる。
Oh, he's doing pretty well.
最高チキン。最高チキン。
He's got the Drake throat. Is it bugged? I think it's bugged.
なんかちょっとドレイクちゃんが
Yeah, the Drake's bugged.
ドレイクちゃん落ち込みっぱなしですよ。
Yeah, he's saying as well. He's like saying the Drake's stuck.
ドレイクちゃんこれ
No, the Drake's is bugged out.
あれしかないです。
This is not fair. Yeah, it is coming. With, that happened in the you know the event. The event that happened with me on the event too.
でもちょっと
Yeah.
やりました。これが僕の真理だ。ちょっとアップがすごいです。
すごい見たことないアップだった。
悔しいっていう。
Yeah, Jean-Lia's done the yeah. I think if you, I can't remember exactly what it is that triggers it. I think it's if you get right down to the end of the the dragon's bar where it should refresh. If you pop an ult right before that, like something that slows them down, like I think it's either Spectral Rover's ult, Jean-Liao's ult. I think also Phoebe's skill can do it as well. If you pop like a time freeze right at that very last second, you can proc that bug.
はいといった
頑張
ね。
りたい私も。
いけるだってす
ちょっと
ごかったもん。
本当ですか。私もはいゼッツさんを見習って頑張ります。ちょっと
全然いけます。
頑張りたい。
Happened to me on the trial event? Yeah. Happened to me on the trial event too. Not going to complain.
はい、ホロタクチャレンジも行いました。
Is this actually a point, or are they just chilling?
楽しかったです。
Mainly chilling.
はい。でゲームプレイはここまでとなりますが、
Okay, the gameplay section is like up to this part.
実装されたものもございますので、まだねプレイされていない方はぜひこちらお楽しみください。といった流れで、はい、先ほど締め切りましたプレゼントのちょっと当選発表参りましょう。
Talk about the free presents.
はい、こちらプレゼントの当選発表です。で、こちらですね、当選内容、まずプレゼントがこのようになっております。
Okay, the presents.
はい。サイン色紙であったり、
acrylic blocks, PlayStation 5,
そして漂白者男女ですね。こちら
autographed signed
Amazon ギフト2000円分を20名様となっております。はい。はい。
Not that one, of course, but basically an autographed signed
プレゼントですので。
card.
ではよろしいでしょうか。
Something like this, but maybe bigger.
こちらの方々です。
わあ。
Okay, so these are the winners. Did I win?
こちら
No,
SNS の方
I didn't. Rigged. Okay, guys, I'm quitting Wuthering Waves. I didn't win, so I'm quitting. Screw this.
ずっときっと
Screw it.
番組見ながら
No.
声援を送ってくださった皆さん。
No,
ね、あり
I'm not having this
がとうござい
bullshit.
ます。で、 こちらですね。はい。
No.
アカウント、ツイッター ID でして、
Quitting.
DM の方からね。
I'm uninstalling. After this finishes, I'm fucking
いた
uninstalling.
だきましたら幸いです。おめでとうございます。
DM を開放するのを忘れずに
あ
いないですね。
Minus one Kurobot.
ね、そうアクリルブロックいいなっていうのはねありますね。
私も欲しいです。
ね、そうなんですよ。グッズがね。
Wait,
そう
Tofik, were you in there? Did you win?
ね。といった形で抽選会はここまで、当選会ここまでとなります。
はい。
ね、で今後もこういった企画ねたく
Put
さん
20 minute video with why I quit Wuthering Waves.
フォローしてお得な情報をゲットしてください。
はい。
はいといった流れで。
Yeah, fuck this game.
当たった。
Plus one Hoyosho. Yeah, I'm gonna be a Genshin main from now on. My entire channel's gonna change to praising the shit out of Genshin. Asukawa, you look so tired.
遊んだところで
Maybe.
そろそろお別れの時間に近づ
Possibly.
いてまいりまして、ここからはちょっとご覧の皆様からの質問答えるコーナーを
Okay, got answer some questions.
本日お越しのね出演者の皆様へちょっと YouTube のコメント欄なんかでぜひ
Okay, some questions from the YouTube side of things.
で時間の許す限り答えていけたらと思います。ではちょっとここからはい質問そうですぜひぜひ
Crackcaster, hello.
もうじゃんじゃんこんなこと気になりますっていうのをお寄せください。
Right.
でここまでちょっとはい私
What am I gonna praise about? I'm gonna praise like how much I love Paimon's voice.
一つねお伺いしたいの
And I
が
think everyone hates it for far too much, you know?
彼らの毒薬あるじゃないですか。
Okay, so Cantarella is a poison user.
っていう質問が来てまして。
あれはお庭で栽培しておりますが
How are the poisons made? She says she makes them in the garden,
毒の配合とか変えたりしております
like with things that are found in the raised in the garden.
味変しております
地上で生活してるの海の中で生活してるの地上に住んでるのどこに住んでるのどこ住みなの
ちょっと住所は言えないです
So where exactly? Oh, I can't tell you the address, of course.
畑ってどこにあるのかな
Yeah, JP Paimon is voiced by the same person that voices Kaguya from Kaguya-sama,
まあでも自作で
中
ね。
に畑が
which is blows my mind.
中にあるはず。
She also voices Komi-san. Komi can't communicate.
ありがとうございます
ありがとうございます。気になるキャラ、私本当顔がいい男が好きなんで。
So she's saying, what characters do you like the most? Oh, she
ブ
loves.
ラントさんまでやられてま
Like her favorite character right now is
な
Brent.
んか全体的にいいですよ
す。
ね。
全体的に帽子かぶってるのもいいし、撮ってるのもいい。
あとはねいろいろあるんですけど。
演じたキャラの好きな部分
What do you like about the characters that you portray?
僕ビジュアルでねキャラデザインでもなんか好きなとこで言うと皆さんどういうところが
What do you like about your own characters? Like what visually? What do you like?
高尾さんどうですか
私
Cartethiya's VA
全
says
部可愛いからな
she just loves like how
可愛いからなって感じなんですけど
just how cute she
なん
is.
かこの作品全体的になんか
Like this game.
太ももにものすごい執着してる
Oh,
執着してる。
she's talking about like the thighs.
多
Like
分偉い人が
本当にすごくわか
she
り
draws
ます。
the attention to the thighs.
みんなさっきもいろんなキャラクターをこう画面で見せていただいてやたらみんなすごく
すごいですね
お太ももが
お太ももが
一律
ね。
Thighs.
ねお美しく
I like this woman a lot.
いい質感ですよね。
I think me and her would have a fun time going out drinking. You know.
素敵だなと思って
脚力を
I like her a lot.
あそこにすごいこだわりを感じる
そうです
まいちゃんのキャラクターもさ采配がちょっとクってなってるとこ
Is it eye bag or eyeshadow? Both.
とかさ
そう皆様結構お胸にね目が行きがちなんですけど
はい
意外とね
うん
お太ももの方もよろしいので見てください
She's some with Cantarella. Everyone always focuses on the booba, but there's a lot of detail being put on Cantarella's thighs as well. Like there's a bit of a squeeze on there, which I really
こだわりを
enjoy.
感じます。はい。
はい
すごくやっぱアクションだからかそこをね魅力的に表現したいのかなというね。はい。
You need that. I need those pillows. These pillows are really cool.
ありますけれども
They should sell those pillows.
アブさんじゃなくてゼツさんのアブに一言みたいなのもありましたけれどもね。
あ僕
I got a question about Sliplerzetsu's
もういろんな
Abby
持ち
voice.
方というか、アブだけじゃなくて今日いろいろ披露してくださったので、
伊沢さんからなんか大丈夫ですかね。
大丈夫だと思います。
でもね、すごいアフレコの時はもうかなり吹っ切れていいアブでしたよ。
Just complimenting on his performance as Abby.
カンタレラ様のメイクが好きです。
No one will tell my wife. I'll tell her myself. And she'll probably agree.
キラキラもそうだし、ラメラメもそうだし。
I tell her like, this character looks amazing. Look at those thighs. She's like,
好きです。そうですね。結構印象的
Go
だ
ahead.
なって思い
You know?
ます。何もあるのか。
ね、そうこのクッション欲しいですよね。
このクッション可愛い。
クッション可愛い。
これ
売ってないんです。
これね、確か
出てないんですか。まだ世に
no, those cushions are really cool. Voice of Medusa. Yeah, Ryder.
これこっちも。
カルテジアはそうですよね。
Look at a blue and gold
開い
version.
てる。
リバーシブルで。
Reversible.
そうです。
美しい。アブも可愛いし。
What's been the live stream? What has the live stream been about so far?
ちょっとね、
Vibes.
展開さらにね広げて
待ってます。
いただきたい。
Vibes.
太ももで盛り上がっちゃって皆さん質問ね全然何でも
でもみんなすごい共感性が共感。
The conversation got derailed by
お顔の表情もすごいん
by
です
thighs.
けど、やっぱその体の表情がね本当に各
talking about the Karen the body movements, like the bodily
すごい
expressions.
作り込まれてるのは感じますね。
There's a lot of like detail, a lot of focus, and like I said, detail in how the characters move.
特に本当に気合い入ってるんやなっていうのが伝わるし。
あと本当にその女性漂白者のなんていうんですか骨
About the
格
Female
ウェー
Rover?
ブっていうのかな、なんかその体型が
ウェーブ。
そうですよね
みたいな。
そう
ウェーブ。
そう結構やっぱり多分ね違いますよね。
骨格ウェーブ
骨格の
それぞれあると思います。
キャラクターによって
キャラクターによって
はい
Depending on the characters, like a different wave.
はい
リハの時の
No, not talking about dual physics. We're talking about the actual bodily movements.
リハの時の絶賛のお客さんは知りたいんじゃないでしょうか。さっきその質問がありました。
でもだいぶ緊張がほぐれてらっしゃって。
ようやく。
そうですね。
We're talking about that's like Harry was really nervous at the start, but then he started to not be as nervous as the live stream has gone on.
からすごいスーパー絶賛タイムに
Especially during the gameplay time.
ちゃんとしたいなという。
いやすごいさすがでした本当に。
素晴らしかった。
キャラクターはね
They're looking for questions right now on the tablet. Questions from
関する
YouTube chat.
男性キャラに女性の方かな、男性キャラについてたまに書いてくださってる人もいますね。
Saying that they're getting a lot of characters.
足が太いとこが好きです。
They're getting a lot of. What she just said is that they're getting a lot of comments talking about male characters.
なんか苦労したところとか。
I'm just telling you what she fucking said. Because there's a lot of people in JP that are asking about male characters. That's what she's saying. They're saying that people are commenting that they love the designs of the male characters. That's what she just fucking said.
こう読み方が難しかった。
So I just want to put that out there as well. That whenever you see someone say Japan doesn't care about male or female, that they don't really want any male characters, they fucking do. Every time. Guys, I'm not kidding. It's not just me putting my thoughts out there. Every time I see people talk about, in Japan, talk about Wuthering Waves, they're always talking about male characters. I'm not fucking kidding. Jesus Christ.
あちらの声優さんが演じられた音声を聞いて、尺を合わせたりとかしなきゃいけないので、だけど多分その言語の違いによって多分感情の込め方が違う場合があるのか、
now she's talking about
こうやりたいんだけど、原音の方だとちょっと違うニュアンスでやってて、
depending on the language, there's like a different performance for the characters.
どっちがいいではなく、もちろん文化の言語の違いなんですけど。
Yeah, there's a difference between culture and languages there. And it's good to experience both.
原音の雰囲気に合わせてくださいって時があるから。
And then she's like sometimes directed to match this particular direction or this particular vibe from this other language. I'm guessing she's talking about Chinese language.
なんかこの国にいたらじゃないんですけれども、もし違いがあったとしてもね。そうそこは異なるかもしれません。
その確認は結構何回かした記憶が。
すり合わせはたくさんしました。私も確かに。
あとはですね、まあゼツさんにアルトのモノマネをというのもあるんですけれども。
Now they've got comments talking about Zetsu's
最後にやはり
impersonation of Alto.
さすがです。言わずとも。
はい。それをいただいて、で浅川さんに。
I like her a lot.
あ、おはにょ聞けるんですね。なら僕はいくらでもやります。
ね、
おはにょが聞けるん
ちょっと、
だ。
はい、絶さんからの浅川さんにおはにをいただいて、ね、このコーナーを締めくくらせていただこうかなと。
ちょっと今風邪ひいてる。
Oh, she's saying she actually has a bit of a cold right now. That's why she's feeling a bit like
じゃあ僕二言。いきます。
rough.
はい。
若干ちょっと。
はい。
どうすればいいの？
あ、僕がじゃあ。
じゃあまず
これがね。あ、なんかやってくれるの？
このポーズ。
おはに
はい、
ょ。
そうですね。
スイッチが入らない。
あー、わかりました。
さんポーズ
からの最後おはにょでね締めさせていただきましょう。アールトさんからのじゃあお願いいたします。
霧はいつも君のそばにある。今回も損はさせないさ。
He's doing an impersonation of Alto.
おはにゅ
ありがとうございました。
That was the good morning. Like after like Cartethiya fell asleep on Rover's shoulder and she woke up
そうです。
すごいなんか変な声漏れ
like that. It was that line. おはにょ。
僕いらなかったです。
あの振りからのですよ。いやいや、そうは
That was so cute.
申し訳ない。なんか花粉で今。
Okay, so she's suffering from both hay fever and a cold right now.
ちょっとねあれと原音と違いますけど。
いや、おはに
That's why she sounds a little bit stuffy in the nose.
花粉ですごい。はい。
最高だ。もうみんな雄たけびを上げています。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
And all the comments are flooding in saying, "Thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you so much."
コンディション
That's probably Sarah. I'll be honest. It's probably mostly Sarah saying thank you because. Oh no, Yomi. Yomi always says thank you so much. Holy shit! Like she spams thank you.
ちょっといろいろ質問兼ねて遊んじゃいましたけれども、さあまずはちょっとね番組のご感想いただいてねお別れといたしましょう。さあ田中さんいかがでしたでしょうか本日。
So Tanaka, what did you think?
そうですね。改めまして女漂白者役の田中みなみです。
I'm the female rover.
初めて名調の生配
My
信に出演
first
する
time
こと
to be
が
on one of
で
these
きて、
kinds of
そしてなんか
broadcasts.
ねキャストの皆さん、そしてゼツさんとそして松田さんと一緒に
To be on here with everyone.
一緒にマルチプレイできたりと
and
か
Neki
ゲーム画面見たりとかス
To
ト
be
ー
able
リー
to
振り
play
返
this
ったり
game
と
and
か
like
できて
look back on the
すご
story.
い幸せな2時間だったなと
It
思っ
was
て。
a really fun
ちょ
2
っと
hours.
私もまたもう一回ちょっとリナシートをいっぱい巡ってまた次のね
She wants to go back and back into Ring Sitter and really dive more into it.
待ちたいなと思います。すごく私もなんか女漂白者としていろいろアフレコさせてもらってはい幸せでした。本当にありがとうございました。
It's been a really fun time, especially for me as female rover. Thank you so much.
もう選択肢にボイスいただけたのがすごく嬉しかった。
私も家でやってることをなんかこの場でやっていいのかなと思ったんですけど、はいありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。そしておはにょいろんなバリエーションあってありがたいってありまして、浅川さんいかがでした？
あ、はい。
ねおはにょが
おはにょ
あってもいいっておっしゃってましたね。
よかったです。
The
ありがとうございます
good JP really loved that
もち
line.
ろんね名調っていうタイトルがすごい大人気タイトルとして存
Wuthering Waves
在
is
してい
becoming
る
a
ことは
very, very
知っていたんですけど
popular
存じ上げていたん
title.
ですけどまさか自分がお声掛けいただいて
And she's
しかもこ
really
んなね
surprised
大き
and
な素晴らしい演
happy
出とストーリーでこんな大きな
to be asked to be
いただける
included.
のは本当にありがたいなと今日本当
Very,
に
very
まさ
thankful.
にさらにしみじみ思いました。
And on top of that,
すいませんちょっと
To be included in this. She's apologizing for being stuffy because of hay fever
思いますが
and having a cold.
皆さんに楽しんでいただけていたら非常に嬉しい
And
です。
she hopes that everyone
まだ
fully
ね
enjoys
参
the
加したば
game.
っかりですけど、この
And
プ
even
レイ
though
ヤ
I've
ーとして
just
もこの作品
even though I've just arrived, just come to this title as a new character.
温かい言葉をいただけて本当に嬉しかったです。
She's really happy that the fan base have been so welcoming to her and to her character.
名調をよろしくお願いいたします。今日はどうも
And she hopes everyone continues to play Wuthering Waves in the future too. The Japanese language have a unique accent too, and dialect, not accent.
このタイミングでねお越しくださってありがとうございます。
こちらこそありがとうございました。楽しかったで
He's
す。
saying this was really fun. This broadcast, this live stream was really fun.
ゲームをこう見るっていうのってあんまりないじゃないですか。人がやってるのを見るとかってあんまなくて。
Like, she doesn't watch people play games much, but watching it was really fun
すごいことを
today.
やってるんだなって。
Does she voice both Cartethiya and Fleur-Elise? I think she does.
その言葉で。
I know that English VA
あとやっ
does
ぱり
voice
ストーリー
both.
をあれだけしっかり見せ せていただけたっていうのがなんか本当に素晴らしくて名著本当ぜひぜひ遊んでいただきたいなって
being shown and explained the story to she thinks Wuthering Waves is a fantastic game and she hopes to continue to voice Cantarella in the future too.
さあそしてゼツさん今日は本当にありがとうございました。
いやこちらこそ
Thank you very
本当に
much,
ありがとうございました。視聴者の皆さんも
Nope, thank you.
皆さんもありがとうございました。
Thank you for inviting. Thank you for inviting me, him.
普通にゲームやってて配信者としてやってるだけだったんですけど、こんななんか素晴らしい
Like he started
に出演させてもらったのが本当に
with Wuthering Waves as just a streamer and as a player,
本当にやっぱ光栄なことで
but being invited to such an event was something he wasn't expecting, was very surprising.
生の声とかを聞いて演技とかをちょっと生で聞いて
To hear people, to hear their voices, like it says raw voices. I'm guessing it means like in-person voices.
勉強になったなって思いましたので、
Was really good. Like there's a difference between like seeing things in real life and seeing things on a screen. He's saying stuff like that,
魅力を伝えていくことやと思ってますんで、
and he's hoping that he could
変わらず
show everyone the appeal of Wuthering Waves
よろしくお願いいたします。
as well.
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much.
いやいてくれてよかったですね。
And she's saying we're really glad you could be here for this.
めっちゃ綺麗だったよ。ですのでね、はい、ぜひ本日の番組踏まえて皆様もこれからも引き続きお楽しみください。ということで本日の特別番組ここまでとなります。皆様ご視聴ありがとうございました。またお会いいたしましょう。さようなら。
Okay, they're saying goodbye and saying thank you for all for watching and such like that. Yep. Goodbye. Yeah. Everyone's saying goodbye in the chat here as well. Saying thank you, Otsukai-sama desu. Yeah, it was really cute. I really liked those VAs. Like, especially the Cartethiya VA. I think that was quite obvious. Definitely my type, I'll put it that way. But, yeah. Rate it? What, rate the stream? I mean, for what it was. Okay, so someone asked, what is this stream about and why is this? Okay, so with the 1.0 live stream, we had, well, in Japan anyway, they had both. They had where they explained everything for the 1.0, the characters, the world, the story, all that thing, and they also had the line reads as well. I think what they're doing is like they're splitting now, so they could, to save money, I think, instead of doing 2 live streams of like say 3 hours long or 2.5 hours long where they have that and that, they're just doing the Chinese version where they have subtitles that they do for all languages, and then because Japan really does enjoy seeing these types of gameplay live streams with the voice actors and such, that's why I had this separate, like special, separately, because it's just more efficient, like money wise and also like time wise as well. So yeah. So how many Japanese language accents? Well, too many. Like even in my area alone, like I live in the Kansai area. Like Kansai, you could say Kansai is a dialect, but then inside the Kansai dialect, there's also you got like the Osaka dialect, and Kobe and Osaka are basically the same. A couple of words different. And then you've also got the Himeji dialect, and you also got north of Himeji, and then you also got the Shisoshi as well, where you go into Banshuben, which is like more localized. And then even then, say for example, you know stink bugs in like the green ones, the green shield beetle type things, stinky as shit. Depending on the town, they'll have a different name for it. So like the usual word for those is called kamemushi. But in certain areas you could call them either kaida, gaiza. I think in Okayama they call them boo-boo mushi. So there's hundreds. So but it's dialects, not accents. They'll pronounce the word, the phonetic the same, but they'll use different words or like different suffixes or prefixes and stuff like that. That's how they like differentiate themselves. Yeah, are JP VAs more recognized than English VAs? I think so. Yes. Yes. Moving to Oscar from Tokyo next year. Hope you can handle the transit. It's not that bad. I think you'll basically get a hang of it pretty quickly. It's not, especially if you watch any like TV. Like a lot of TV, even in Tokyo area, has a lot of Kansai dialect. So I don't think you'll struggle too much. Why many Wuthering Waves Western players saying Japanese language doesn't have an accent? Like I say, it's not really an accent, it's a dialect. Yeah, so I think some of the strongest dialects would be from Aomori or Okinawa. The Okinawan dialect is completely fucking different. Like they actually do use a different phonetic system. Instead of instead of saying kotoshi, they'll use like kutoshi. So it's a completely different thing. Accents and dialects are different. They're not the same thing. So, yeah. I thought it was pretty fun, pretty interesting. I enjoyed it. And like I said, guys, towards the end when we got to the question and answer section, you can go back and watch this stream for yourself. Go to the question and answer section and go to the part where Cartethiya VA was reading out. She literally said that a lot of the chat were talking about male characters and how much the chat likes male characters. And this is JP only chat, right? I doubt there's going to be a lot of people from EN invading in. So I'm not lying, guys. When I say Japan or the Japanese players are also asking for more male characters, that's not me taking advantage of my situation as someone that's able to speak Japanese and relying on you guys not being able to understand. If anyone understands Japanese in the chat, please confirm this to me. She literally said that a lot of the chat were sending in a lot of comments talking about the male characters and how much they enjoyed the male characters. Japan wants more male characters, and anyone that says that they don't is fucking lying. Right? And that's something that really, really annoys me. Whenever I see this conversation being brought up, they always say, yeah, Japan doesn't really care about male or female characters. They don't really want male characters anyway, do they? Where the fuck did you pull that out from? Where? It depends on what game it is. If you're playing Nikke, Goddess of Victory, then yeah, no one's asking for more male characters because that's not what that game is about. But when you come to a game like this, a game that has, whether you agree with it or not, but they have marketed themselves as having a variety of characters, both male and female. And then also in not only in the 1.0 but also in the 2.0s where they featured Brant quite significantly, and they had a massive marketing campaign for Brant as well. And Brant has a massive following online. Whether you like to admit it or not, should I say? Yep. They have marketed themselves as having a variety of characters. And if people come to this game expecting a variety of characters, and they don't get a variety of characters, they might get a variety of female characters, but that's limiting, isn't it? They also want a variety of male characters as well. It's just the fucking truth, guys. It's just the truth. Give a BGM? Yeah, 1 second. There we go. This is from Path to Nowhere because it's amazing. I think what happens is, guys, is that people have been listening to people online, other content creators, that just parrot what they hear other people say. They don't actually know. Someone reminded me of this as well today, in fact. Fate Grand Order is possibly the most successful and longest running with the highest retention rate player retention rate gacha game in Japan. A couple of years ago, right? I think it was like 2021. There was what was referred to as a male character drought, where they released female character after female character. And you know what happened? Japan lost their fucking shit. There was a massive outcry, an outrage from Japan saying, where the fuck are the male characters? This happened. It does happen. It's not just a Western thing. Just because you don't know it, just because you are not aware of like these things that happen in Japan because you don't speak the language, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Because you don't hear it, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It fucking does. Raijin, you remember that? Raijin, you remember that as well? Exactly, thank you. What people do is because, oh, I didn't hear it, so it didn't happen. No, that's not how reality works. You think Umusu will succeed globally? I personally don't think it would do as well. I don't know, actually. I think it has more of a base in Japan, maybe in South Korea, but I don't know if it has like that much of a global appeal. Yeah. So, recently there's been a conversation online saying, why are people talking about this? No one cares, do they? If no one cared, why are people talking about it? Because people obviously fucking care. You know? And this is something, this is like a bit of sneak peek as well, I'm gonna, of the video I'm working on right now. There are people that are loud and obnoxious on both sides of this issue, including on the male character wanters side. They are, and they'll level all kinds of like slanderous comments against Kuro Games. Like Kuro Games is a shitty company for not including more males. I do not agree with them like at all. At all. But the analogy that I want to make is, if there's a road, right? If there's a pothole in the middle of the road, if you're driving a car and you're driving straight, you'll never hit that pothole in your life, and it's never a problem for you, is it? But you have to realize that there are people that are riding motorbikes, bicycles. There are people that, scooters, for example. There are people that pothole will affect. And it doesn't matter if it isn't an issue for you specifically, you shouldn't allow a pothole to exist on the fucking road. If there's a pothole on the road, whether it affects you or not, you should fill the fucking pothole. So me and other rational people saying, there's a pothole on the floor, in the road there. Can you fix the pothole, please? It's a problem. Us saying that and then getting equated to the people saying, there's a pothole! Ah! Like, those people are just being melodramatic and idiots. But it is an issue. And the people saying, no, it's not an issue. It's not an issue for me because it never affects me. Fuck you. I'm sorry. I mean, it's just the facts. I remember for a long time ago in FGO when Oberon Banner first dropped, the JP game made so much money from his banner alone. Oh, you want to like look at that? 1 second. I've actually got, because I was looking for information on that. In fact, this is the revenue for Fate Grand Order, right? So I usually click on this analysis like per banner, and it shows you like how much each banner made. There's not much information on 2025 here, so go to 2024. Right. Oh, okay. So this is for the entirety of 2024. Have a look at this. 1 of 1, literally the highest grossing banner in Japan for Fate Grand Order last year was a male banner. And this was a rerun banner as well. This is Karna. And also Percival. This was during their summer event, yes, but the summer event is split up. Like they had the summer event, where is it? The other summer event. Clear, 37th there. I can't find it. If I just do a search. Point fucking being, the all-male banner in the summer event that got the most money, that got the most revenue, was a fucking male banner. So, when people say males don't sell as well, it depends. Is the character given enough attention in the game? Are they a good character? Are they a high quality character? Are there characters pullable for? Is the character useful on players' accounts? If they fill these criteria, they will sell just as much as female characters. Zotrak, exactly. That's why gender doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter, like at all. And it's in my personal opinion that when people look at the revenues for Wuthering Waves, for example, they say, "Oh, males don't sell." They haven't been given the fucking chance to, have they? Zhangliao was free. Jian was the first banner, but then there was a lot of troubles with the 1.0 release. I think we can all agree on that. And then people say, "Oh yeah, but why did they release Yinlin early?" Do we all just have collective amnesia? They released Yinlin early because they had an announcement from Hoyo that Hoyo was going to release their 1.0 for Zenless Zero, and they didn't want to go directly up against Zenless Zero on the same fucking weekend. That's why they brought it back early. If they put it up later, they would have been at a disadvantage, so they brought it early. There were a lot of things going against Jian on his first 1.0 banner. He still made a shit ton of money, by the way, just so we're all clear. 1 second, let me pull that up as well. 1 second. Okay, I'll pull this up here. Okay, so this is a Wuthering Waves banner here. Let's go to 2024. 1 second. Go to the gacha banner here, 2024. Okay. So Jian's banner, it's a launch banner as well, by the way. Jian's banner made the most money that entire year. Yinlin's section got third, but to be fair, there's an overlap. There's an overlap. So these two comparisons are not the best comparisons. Jinshi got the second most. Chanli got the fourth. Zheje got seventh. Zhangliao got ninth because he was fucking free. Showkeeper got sixth. Okay, this is a rerun. Rerun of Jian's. Because at this point, this is like just towards the end of the year, and people were already expecting for 2.0. Camellia got fifth here. Also here, Yinlin's banner got 8th. So 10th, 8th. There's not much difference there. 25th, 2025. The Carlotta banner, of course, made the first. Got the most amount. Rocha got second. This is my personal speculation. I think this banner got carried hard by Jinshi. This is also including the Jinshi rune as well. I think at least half of the revenue from this came from Jinshi, because Jinshi is both an incredibly positive character and literally the strongest fucking character in the game. Phoebe got 5th. 5th out of 5, so literally the last place. And Brant and Chanli got 3rd. So Brant and Chanli got 3rd. Chanli also did contribute to the sales of this. I don't know if it was contributing as much as Jinshi, but I would say maybe about 20 or 30%, possibly. But still, that's a lot of money. And then Cantarella, at this point in time, I'm actually surprised about this. At this point in time, the Cantarella and Camellia banner is still earning less money than the Brant and Chanli banner. Place overall for Brant, 9 out of 15. And Cantarella is currently at 10 out of 15. Brant carried on his banner? I think so too. To be honest, I do think that Brant was the main carry because they brought in a lot of new players with the 2.0. And a lot of those new players don't know who Chanli was or Chanli is, but they do know who Brent is, and they experience him, and they really look forward to him from the quest and from all the live streams and such. So I do think Brent pulled significantly more compared to Rochia, personally. For this banner here, maybe people save him for Zani? Possibly. I don't know. I guess I'm surprised. I thought this banner would have done like double than what it currently has. Because both Cantarella and Camellia, two incredibly broken units, I thought they would have done a lot more money. Would have earned a lot more money, but apparently not. Also, Lolly cells, no. Falolo, you're just wrong. We're gonna go back to going back to Fate Grand Order. Okay, let's have a look here. Let's get the copy. I'm gonna search here. I'm gonna find the lowest. 1 second. Okay, so we've got this one here, 46 out of 46. That's the last one there. 2023. I want to find the last ones. 318. Okay. Where is it? I remember searching for some of these. I wasn't surprised actually. One of the lowest, again in this game here, some of the lowest earning banners for games that you would expect to sell were the quote-unquote lolly banners. Guys, Japan doesn't like lollies nearly as much as you guys think they do. Where is it? Why can't... Will you find it? Jesus Christ. What about Blue Archive? Yeah, because that's Blue Archive is... That's where they go, but also... There's a lot of really cool characters in Blue Archive that aren't lollies. Like, the main selling banners in Fate Grand Order are these ones here. No lollies. Where is it? I don't know why I can't find the other one. Oh, that's why. Ah, got it. Got it. Okay, right. So, okay, out of 72. Okay, that was it. Literally, the least selling banner in Fate Grand Order was the quote-unquote lolly banner. Literally the last. It sold the literal least. I'm just saying. Alright? And Blue Archive has Rio. Yeah. I was literally just to say Blue Archive Rio. But I should probably do this off just in case. Safe. Like Rio? I don't know about you guys, but she doesn't look like a fucking lolly to me, does she? Like Rio and also the blonde-haired version, whatever her name was. These get the most attention. These get from what I've seen, these get the most attention from Blue Archive. Yeah, Blue Archive has more Onesan types than lolly characters. Yeah, people just don't understand what the word lolly is and like what the actual perception of lollies and lolicons are in Japan. They just don't know. Now look at Baiji cosplay as Rio. Later. Okay. I want to find the least selling banners for the years. Okay. This one was a male one. Didn't sell very well. There we go. So it depends. It depends. It depends on the character. It's not just male, female. It depends on the fucking character. So, if people want to look at this specific year and say, oh look, males sold the least. Yeah, see, no one likes males. Well, the other year, they literally sold the most, didn't they? It depends. And that's exactly my argument too. I've seen some people call Carlotta and Phoebe lollies. No. No, they're not. Yeah, Ozymandias, yeah, I think that's what it is as well. Like, these two particular characters, Ozymandias is incredibly loved in Japan. Incredibly loved in Japan. Like, he's at like near on the same level as Gilgamesh in some circles. Because like Gilgamesh and Ozymandias are often pictured together. Because they have like very similar vibes. Although Ozymandias is just not as smug. But yeah, these are old characters. So like most people already have these maxed out. Carlotta isn't a lolly, she's just short. Exactly, I agree. There is a difference. You got Ereshkigal. Ereshkigal sold the literal least. And she's also an incredibly popular character. But again, this is an old character as well. She's usually on the same level as Tosaka Rin. Short equals lolly to tourists? True. Is Sparkle lolly? No. I don't think so. Roche, Verena, Encore, and Yohu. Yes, I think that's about it. Okay, and this is going about what I said here. This year of 2021, Oberon, again, another male character. This is 2 years now where a male character sold the most. The most. Ling Yang is just short. Oberon is too good not to roll. That's exactly my point, Bullet. If the character is pertinent to the story, built well, as in like as a character, likable, and also a good character to have on your account, if they fulfill these 4 criteria, it doesn't matter whether they're male or female, people are going to pull for them. In general gacha games, like say, in gacha games that have a more mixed audience. And by why my guys, out of curiosity, this is another question. What do you think is the ratio of male to female players for the average gacha game? I don't mean like Nikkei, and I don't mean Love and Deep Space, because we all know those 2 games, also like Snowbreak as well, we all know what those games mainly cater to. I mean like the general average. I mean like say Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, Fate Grand Order. What do you think the ratio is male and female? I'm seeing 80 to 20 male to female. So you use 80% male, 20% female, 70-30, 40-60, 80-20, 70-30, 60-40, 99-1, 46 male. Okay, 60-40. I'm getting a few. Okay. Okay, so we're getting more to the answers. The actual answer, and this is a number I have found so many times. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up. 1 second. 1 second, where is it? I've got it all on another set of tabs. I'm gonna just switch this here. Okay, right. So I've been looking at information on several different games. I'm also including Pokemon Pocket as well. I'm looking through which games earn the most. I looked for what the male to female ratio is for all of these games. I don't care what it is. Right? So Pokemon Pocket here, Pocket, like how much they make.
1
1 second. Danjohi. Okay. So it says roughly here, depending, that the average split between male and female is roughly about 60% male, 40% female. Same thing here. 1 second. 1 second. Why can't I find it? So annoying. Okay. So this is actually talking about the difference in players for Honkai Star Rail and Genshin. It's saying here that when they performed this survey for Honkai Star Rail characters, Honkai Star Rail players, it was majority male, about 72% to 28%. Genshin is again roughly around 50-50, 55% to 44%. Unosume has more male players from what I understand. Yeah, Unosume has more male players. Again, 73 to 26. Again, it's very similar to Honkai Star Rail. This is one of the oldest gacha games and still earns a lot of money, by the way. Where is it? Monster Strike, still up here, even though it came out more than like, 10 years ago. Saying here, the ratio of male to female is 6:4. This is for Fate Grand Order. Here, for Fate Grand Order, also, the difference of players for male to female players is, again, 6:4. Let's have a look at another one. Monster Strike, Wuthering Waves. I couldn't find any details for Wuthering Waves yet. No, I couldn't find it. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. This game, by the way, has almost zero female characters. And they're still making shit tons of money. What's their male to female ratio? 80% male players. So this game that has almost zero female characters making shit tons of money and is majority male players. No, guys, male players don't like pulling for male characters. Male players don't pull for that. Male players don't like them, do they? They'd never spend for male characters, would they? You literally don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You just don't know what you're talking about. At all. And this is why when people say, oh, gacha players, it's mainly male players, right? And male players obviously don't like male characters, do they? Where the fuck did you pull that from? I'm a male player. I love to play with male characters and female characters. I like to have the variety, thank you very much. And most regular people do play like that as well. Just because I'm male doesn't mean I don't like male characters. Who the fuck made that rule? And people say that majority gacha players, well, these gacha games are obviously for male players. It's mainly guys that are playing these games, right? No, it's roughly about 6-4 split. Depending on the game, you can have a majority male for Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, or majority female. Let's say Love and Deep Space. It depends on the fucking game. But generally speaking, for more mixed games, like Genshin, like Wuthering Waves, like Honkai Star Rail, for example, they usually have a mixed fan base. Imagine that. So you should serve both mixed fan bases if that's what you're appealing to. And Wuthering Waves, Kuro has been marketing themselves and marketing to both males and females. They have. And if you're saying that they haven't, you're fucking lying. You're being disingenuous, because they have. Jesus fucking Christ. Talking about this with Dragon Ball. My point with Dragon Ball is like, Dragon Ball is making a shit ton of money, right? Making more than Xenoblade Zero right now. Like, they made 52 million last month, 19 here, more than Xenoblade Zero, big Guna game right there. And it has a majority male player base, and they have almost zero female characters. So the narrative that male characters don't sell, or that male players are not interested in pulling for male characters, is factually, provably, demonstrably false. Sensei, check Arknights. 1 second. I'm looking for Arknights here. According to this one here, it's about 70% male players and 30% female players. That's what this is saying. So it's usually around that 6-4, 7-3, or even 50-50 split. It's usually around that level. It's 6-4, plus or minus a bit, generally speaking. Can I check the ratio for ZZZ? Sure. I can try. I can't find any equivocal information on Xenosaga Zero's player base right now. I'm sorry. If I could find information, I would find information, but I can't. But, guys, have I proven myself? Have I, like, every single fucking time I look for information on the demographics of gacha game players, it usually, not always because it depends on the game, but for variety games, variety marketed games, the split is usually 60-40. So when people say that these games are for male players, it's just not true. Nikkei is, probably, just like Love and Deep Space is for female players. So whenever you see people say gachas are for male players and this game's not for you, tell them to go eat a dick. Would that be JP people or worldwide? I think this is more talking about worldwide. Because this is this here is saying all countries, not just Japan. So this information here is for all countries. What was it in Wuthering Waves again, you said? I have not found any data on Wuthering Waves. The only data that I've seen people bring up to me is a poll that people have pulled from the Chinese side of TikTok. So they're getting a very, very extremely limited sample size of TikTok users in China. And I don't want to base the entirety of Wuthering Waves player base on China, because I'll be honest, China is infamously known for being anti-male. Let's just be honest. And you guys can go back and watch the Wuthering Waves IRL event in Osaka. And again, this is anecdotal. This is pure anecdotal, so just take it with a massive grain of salt. But when I went to that event, you can see I recorded the entire thing. I showed there were a lot of female players there. A lot of female fans. Like, it was either 50-50, if not more female fans than male fans. That was just my impression. You can watch that. You can get a different impression than me, but that's just how it felt for me at the time. It was at least 50-50. Oh, but Tiger, thanks for the sub. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. The only people that complain the only people complain are Western players about males. Rice, no, sorry, you're just wrong. You are literally just wrong. I wish I'd saved some of the tweets, but around in January, when 2.0 was released, there were also a lot of tweets in Japan as well complaining about the lack of male characters. And even to this day, whenever I see people say what the downsides of Wuthering Waves is, one of, if not the main criticism of Wuthering Waves is the lack of male characters. If you think it's just Western people, Western players saying that they want male characters, I'm sorry, you're just wrong. I think CN doesn't care about male characters because they're, like I said, they are infamously anti-male, generally speaking, for games like this. But Japan is not China. They are both Asian, but they're not China. Japan loves male characters. They do. And Japan has been asking for more male characters as well. Do you think Korea will cater to a Chinese player base more than global JP about female character ratio? I think they should forget about China. I'll be honest. Everything I've heard that China has said that they want change to better the game has literally made the game worse. And so let's go to App Magic. Why is China anti-male characters? I have no idea. I don't know. Okay, so going in the last 30 days, or let's just last 30 days, like since, say, 2.0. China has the most downloads. Fair. But Japan has the most income. Or Japan spends the most on it. So China has like, say, 30% here. China has like less than 20% in terms of revenue. Japan has 40%. But their player base here, where is it? Is less than 6%. So 6% of Wuthering Waves player base is contributing 40% of their revenue. Maybe I'm a bit delusional, but I think that a game should suit the market that spends the most on their game. That's what I get told all the time, right? I always get told by the no male characters group that they have to cater to the market that spends the most money. That's what I'm always told. Well, 6% player base, almost 40% revenue from Japan alone, and the biggest complaint from Japan is, well, first one is it's difficult to level characters. I think we're talking about the ecosystem, but besides that is male characters. Just saying. I don't understand why people don't want males. I don't either. I don't... Like, guys, I remember one of the first streamers I looked at. When I made my first What Does Japan Think About Wuthering Waves videos, I looked at a lot of JP side of things, JP streamers and YouTubers and such. And even then, even back then, in like 1.0, when you wake up, you meet Yang Yang, and then you meet Chishia, and then you meet Baiji, and then you get the hologram from Jinshi, and then you meet Taochi. I remember a few JP streamers saying, "Do no guys exist in this world?" Because I love the characters, but the lack of male characters in the world is weird. It's just weird. It stands out. Why is everyone that's important in this world almost always a female? It's odd. It brings you out of the immersion, because it's like suspension of disbelief can only go so far. Unless they marketed this game as no males exist in this world, or like this is going to be a female only game, such as say Honkai Impact 3rd, or As a Familiar, for example, or again Nikkei. If they marketed themselves as that, then sure. Snowbreak Sue, then sure, perfectly, fine, that's good. But like I said, this game didn't do that. This game marketed itself as a variety, as having a variety of characters. So when you market yourself as having a variety of characters, but you don't show that variety, you only show half of that variety, it stands out. It just does. That's why people are complaining. It's like, I love Yang Yang, I love Chishia, I love Baiji. I love Baiji a lot. But I would like to have other male characters play more of a significant role in the story as well, no? How did it market itself as a 50-50 game? Let's go right to the beginning, shall we? Okay. Boom. Where's the actual 1.0 trailer? The actual 1.0 trailer. Was it this one? The one with the sound. What one with the song in it? This one. Okay, male and female. Male character, female character, female character. Female character. Yep. They're showing a variety of male and female characters right in the first few fucking seconds. male character. Quite prominently so. Female. They're showing both male, female, male, female. Two male characters. Do we have to fucking continue? I'm not entertaining this stupid conversation. They didn't market themselves as a 50-50 game, did they? Yes, they fucking did. Do not pull this gaslighting bullshit. Because they fucking did. When we saw the 1.0 lineup of male and female characters, I remember at that point, a lot of people were praising them for the amount of male characters. Because it was a roughly, not 50-50, but quite a lot of male characters. And for the 1.0, it was a male character, female character. And we were expecting it was going to be something along that lines. Male character, female character, male character, female. We were expecting that because that's what they fucking showed us. So when you say, they didn't do that, why do you think that? They didn't do that, did they? Yes, they fucking did. Don't throw that bullshit out there. Oh, you just gassed yourself up. It was your expectations. It was your fault. You came in there with expectations. That's because what they fucking showed us. They showed us a variety of characters, both male and female. They started off with a male and a female on the limited banner. Don't fucking start that shit. It's bullshit. It's gaslighting. It's literally gaslighting. Why did you think that? You're weird. They never said that, did they? It's what they're fucking showing. Jesus Christ. Sungri, thanks for the sub. Greatly appreciated. Why do you think Kuro decided to release more female characters if money isn't the reason? China, basically. Honestly. Because if we go back to App Magic, this is because Kuro doesn't realize what audience that they have right now with Wuthering Waves. With Punching Grey Raven, because this is what they're used to. This is what they're used to. With their game Punishing Grey Raven, they're used to a 43% China base that gets them the majority of their money. So they serve that audience. And that audience, for whatever fucking reason, doesn't like male characters. But the problem is that Kuro doesn't realize that the Wuthering Waves audience is not the same as the Punishing Grey Raven Chinese audience. They still don't understand that, in my opinion. And if they continue to not understand that, then they're going to be making roughly the same amount of money that Punishing Grey Raven makes. Maybe a bit more, because obviously Wuthering Waves is a lot better than Punishing Grey Raven. My opinion, just my opinion, just my opinion. So, yeah. So they are used to serving that audience, because that's what they're used to. They don't realize that right now, they have quite a significant majority audience around the world. Let's do, again, 40% here, 40% for Japan, 20% China, almost 15%, here, South Korea, Taiwan. There's a lot more than just China. China is a significant minority. Just let Kuro cook. Right. I don't want to get on at you. I understand what you're saying, and I agree to a certain degree. My worry is that by the time that they realize that this game is catering to a worldwide audience that wants that extra variety, I'm worried that it'll be too late. I'm worried by the time it gets to that point, they would have already pushed away the people that were here for that variety. So it would become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because by the time they do get to releasing male characters, they would have already pushed away the audience that were there for those kinds of characters. And then because they're already gone, when they finally release them, they won't sell as well. And then it'll be a self-fulfilling prophecy of like, they didn't sell well, so why did you do it in the first place? Too little, too late. They should have done it. They should have done it way, way earlier. Do you think we're past that? That's what I'm worried about, Vongola. I'll be honest. I'm worried. Yeah. PG had many male characters. I'm not sure. It had a lot of female characters. A lot of female characters. So, doesn't ZZZ have more males than Wuthering Waves right now? I don't know. Did Brant sell well? Yes, he did. But a lot of people are trying to minimize his success and say, oh, no, he didn't sell well. Chan-Li sold well. I'm going to reiterate. I think Chan-Li helped on that banner, but I do think the majority of that banner was from Brant. Just my opinion. If we're going to look at the... here. Brant got 3rd out of 5 for this year alone. He got more than Phoebe. Currently more than Cantarella, but they are catching up. The Cantarella banner is catching up. I think this will catch up quite soon. But yeah, the Brant banner did sell quite well. Brent was very popular even before 2.0's release. Yes, he was. He was literally the most liked, retweeted, and quoted character for the 2.0 reinstated characters behind only Zani. Zani was the only character that got more likes than Brant. And then people would take that and say, see? The guy obviously lost to a woman, so no one wants guys. Despite the fact that Brant got more engagement and more likes than Phoebe, than Rochia, than Carlotta. So the one guy beat 3 girls, but because he didn't beat one guy, then of course no one wants guys. That is some stupid, fucked up logic. It just is. Out of all the 2.x characters, my Brant Chic post got the most attention, even more than Carlotta. Britex, I think you know. I think we all know there was a lot of attention for Brant. What you said, the people who said, see, Brant has more likes would say the same thing. You're putting out the same argument. No, I'm just using... Okay, Fololo. I'm looking at this revenue here and saying that if they have a lot of revenue, a significant amount of revenue, and this revenue roughly correlates with the amount of attention that they got in the drip marketing, I think it's fair to say that these two numbers are at least somewhat representative of what people thought about Brant. Do you understand that? This is because Kurigans do make very hot males. True. That's why I want them to make more. I remember CC's on the western side dooming Brent before his release. Brent will brick your account. Oh, fucking idiots, I swear. I'm talking about when Brent was drip marketed first. They were being idiots saying how much Brent got more likes than anyone, saying the same argument until Zani came. Oh, no. I don't know about those people, but I have always been consistent in saying Brent got the most except Zani. I'm just being honest, you know, because it's a verifiable fact. So, yeah. Gian is quite stereotypical, actually, but Brent is superhero. Like, thing is, I really like Gian. I really like Gian. A lot. I want to have him. I hope that we go back to Jinzhou, to Huanglong, should I say, or whatever. And I hope we revisit not Brent, we revisit Gian when we go through the Scar and Geshelin arcs, whenever that is. Because I think he's an incredibly underrated character. I love Brent. Fuck me, because we're talking about Brent. I love Gian. Gian was a great character. I've heard, that's interesting actually, in 1.0, I heard that CN really hated Gian because they saw him as a deserter. But since then, and I don't know, this is just what I've heard, so, because I don't like to spread rumors unless I can confirm them, but this is just what I've heard. So if anyone can confirm this, please let me know. I've heard that since then, a lot of CN have turned around on Jian and admitted that they misunderstood him, and they've come to like Jian. But I don't know about that. I'm not saying that's fact. I'm just saying that's what I've heard. But yeah. Jian's design is really cool, I swear. Jian's design was so bad. Like the tacit mark down the spine. So cool. Like Jian was so severely underrated. Because because they hated Jian because they reminded him of Taiwan. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a CN guy. But yeah. Yeah, guys, no leaks. So yeah, I think that's about it. It's coming up to almost 11 p.m. for me. I'm going to answer like maybe one or two questions, and then I'm going to jump off. What questions do you have for me? And then I'm going to jump off. Question. EOS soon? I hope not, because I really like this game a lot. And I hope that Kuro turns around and manages to get back that fan base that have left because of the lack of variety. I'll put it that way. Do I live in Japan? No, I live in England. I just trick you all. Oh, the Psyche. Okay, the Psyche video. Oh, okay. I watched it. I watched the Psyche video, and maybe can watch this maybe tomorrow or the day after. I don't know. I can go through it. A lot of what he said specifically to do with Wuthering Waves, I think I definitely understand where they're coming from. Because I've said similar criticisms about the story as it currently is. Well, to do with Rover. I have said that the story in Genshin is a lot easier to relate with. It's a lot easier to follow. It's a lot more concrete. Like we are aiming for this. This is what we're going for. Whereas right now with Rover, what is our ultimate goal? What is the thing that's like once we've done this, that's it. What's our ultimate goal? It's too abstract. So I definitely do understand where they're coming from. Now, I know we're going to Federation next, but it's like, what is the end goal for Rover? To stop the lament? When is the lament? Do we have a time limit? Do we have a timeline? Do you have something that says, okay, the lament is coming at this time, you have to solve this issue before that comes? There's been no timeline for when the lament is going to happen. It's like you've got to prevent it whenever it does eventually happen. We don't know. Why do we need a time limit? Right. It's to create a sense of urgency for Lolo. You need a sense of urgency. For something like that, you need a sense of urgency. Whenever you have like doomsday type stories, look at movies, games, whatever, there's always some kind of time limit. Like this has to happen before this happens. And when does that happen? This happens in a year from now, 2 years from now. There's usually some kind of time frame that the character has to do something before this happens. It's to up the ante, to up the stakes. So, yeah. Like, I agree that the end goal for Rover is much more abstract compared to the end goal for Aether, Lamine, whatever. And it's easier to empathize and follow the Genshin story compared to Rover story. I just happen to enjoy the Wuthering Waves story because they tell it more interestingly, for me anyway. Did he lose his memories? Wait, what are we talking about? Well, that abstract is really cool though. Yeah. What sites do you use for tracking revenue and engagement and gachas? I use Game-E-Da and also App Magic. And then I sometimes look at Sensor Tower as well. The lament is already happening around Solaris continuously. It doesn't feel like it. Like we still need that big, you know, the climax. Yeah, I need to go now, guys. So I'll see you all next time, yeah? Oh, it's been a time. It's been a time. So I'll see you later, yeah? Have a good night. Take care. Peace.